All right, we're a little early on the live. Just getting ready, getting things going.
I'm feeling so many things inside. I deserve this. This money brings tears to my eyes. I deserve this. If you knew what I've been through, you would understand what it took. All these stones that they throwing at me when they should just pray, but it's still all good. I deserve this. I've been going through so much. I reversed it. Who knew that I would make it this far? I rehearsed it. And them diamonds don't mean shit to me. I just want them all as a reminder. Nobody will lift in me. Fuck it, I'm a soul suit. And I would trade it all just to see my pops one more time in the row one with you, cause I miss you so much. People see the fame, but the shame is it don't feel the same when it's all said and done. That payment calling, I look in the mirror and I feel this scarring. Feel so unwanted. With myself, I'm feeling so many things inside. I deserve this. This money brings tears to my eyes. I deserve this. If you knew what I've been through, you would understand what it took. All these stones that they throwing at me when they should just pray, but it's still all good. I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve the shine, so for what it costs. I deserve the lights, the life of a boss. Did this by myself, no one I could call. So once I get it on, ain't no falling it off. I've been through mourning, through losses and setbacks and trolling. People talk shit and they don't even know me. It weighs so much that I can't feel the moment. And I lost all of my homies and I would trade it all just to see my pops one more time in the row one with you, cause I miss you so much. I've been so close to the edge that I want to be dead and I'm tempted to jump. People only see the outside, don't know what it took. So before you look at my life and think it's all good, I'm feeling so many things inside. I deserve this. This money brings tears to my eyes. I deserve this. If you knew what I've been.
All right, and as we start the channel, we are live. Hope everyone's doing well. Just like to start that inspirational song. Gets me going in the morning, gets me moving. And yeah, let me get these levels right. Everything's going well, and I hope you're doing well at 9:30 a.m. on Thursday, 10/22, 220. A lot of twos up in there. 10/2/2/2/2. Let's get it moving on the day. Let's go. My brother-in-law is from Montenegro. He's Serbian, and so I basically, have family that's Serbian now. My nephew is Serbian Irish. So just seeing that in the chat real quick, jumping into your guys' chat real quick, if I may jump on in. Honestly, making a Telegram group and then watching people interact makes me feel amazing. I want to bring something up. I can be brash and hard. Earlier today, in my chat, someone just writes like, "What's the next thing? Like, what's hot?" And I don't like that type of language in my channel. Like, what's the new coin? What do we? To me, like, we're a bunch of traders who work together, right? The proper question is, I guess I shouldn't be so critical, but I just don't want to be. I go into a lot of other chat groups, and because I'm in control of this group, I want to make it amazing, right? I want to make it amazing. Yeah, that's the idea. Is I don't want people just jumping in like, hey, like, what coin are we pumping today? Or like, what's hot? Like, no. We look and we find and we dig through the mud. Like, we put in the work. We don't play games at all, right? At all. So that's just the point. And then I think I may have offended someone in my group who wanted to leave. And honestly, you don't have to be an expert trader to be in my group. But my whole point is, I just want to see people go in so hard. And yeah, and one of my favorite, like, I do have some favorites, right? Of the 40 people in here, of course, there's some favorites. There's some people that post a lot. There's some people that don't. But this is my core group, man. You guys know who you are. Amit, Jesse, David, Nikolai, BS Socials coming in there a lot lately. Bagwell33 up on the line. Some people are more active in the YouTube and less active in the Telegram. It's back and forth, but whoever's super active, XRP Titan, dude, making the gifs of me, like, come on, man. You guys are unbelievable. Like, I never thought someone would go out of their way to make a gif of me. Like, to me, that's pretty cool, And then we got Try Me Bobate, right? Am I getting that name right? Tell me if I'm doing the name right. What up, Mark? And no, we'll go further into that too for you here on the live stream. Definitely. Let me try to invite one of my friends here who comes in every day. He's a stock trader, guys. Let's cater to him. I beg him to come in every day. He doesn't come in, but he trades stocks for a living. He recently came in and I went over his stocks for him, and he said I was an expert. He couldn't believe how well I did at the stock, going over what he was into. I even gave him a perfect target for one of his positions, and it hit exactly where I put it at, which is pretty cool. So with that being said, I want to copy the link, send that in here. I told him we'll go over any ticker he wants. Any ticker he wants, man. And we'll basically hook him up, right? You guys know how we do. So I've been trying to get him into the stream. All right. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get it moving on. Try me. Yeah, try me. Try me, Bobati. Thank you so much, man. Try me. Like, don't try me, dude. Don't fucking try me, man. All right, so here we have Dominance doing those crazy spikes again. Very strange, right? And we have one right here on the 1 hour, on the 50. We're actually looking at one that just occurred in the last 15 minutes. What does that mean, right? So let's take a look at dominance and find out where we're at, because I think that's the first thing we need to check for the day. Do you guys agree? If not, let me know. But I think we really need to check the dominance. We need to see what shape it's in, what health it's in. Let's look at the 12 hour. Okay, let's take the bigger picture here. So let me also double check my window is right. Yeah, my window looks right. When we do price, we could just zoom into price alone, right? So when we're looking at just the price, dominance came up really high, came back down, fell out. It was basically constantly in a downtrend, tried to bust itself back up. These are insane. I mean, it says that dominance went up to 70. I think these are some type of mathematical issues. I don't think these are real. I don't think this is really happening. I don't think dominance actually did that. I get it. SSP is XRP Titan. See, there we go. I don't always put it together. I don't know who you guys are, so you have different names on the gram that you have on YouTube. It's pretty funny. Havala Vam. Yeah. Cool. What up, Chris Collins? Zero support at 13K. That's actually not true. We didn't really break 13K, so there's no support at a place you can't break. There's support at 12.9, 12.800, and that's pretty strong. Honestly, you would have thought there would have been support somewhere else. Look at the 1 hour. We're in an ascending triangle. Very, very bullish. This is actually one of the most bullish patterns in the game, right? Now, if I take the short-term target of this ascending triangle, puts us up here at 13.7. And then you can kind of start whining about support at 13, my friend. What's going on, David? How you feel, man? Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Really appreciate that. David is an awesome supporter of the channel. He's basically my like police, man. He always makes sure that people hit that like button for me. One of the nicest people in the group. Very caring, very considerate, man. Really appreciate having David in the group. So, yeah. Please don't be discouraged by my brass nature. Sometimes I'm hard on people, but I just want people to be great. I just want people to be great. My dad was hard on me. Sometimes I don't know how to be the best, right? We're all learning how to be the best type of people in this world. But anyway, so I see us at 12.9, holding strong support here on the 1 hour. I like to look at the 1 minute because the 1 minute kind of tells me a story as well. If we look at the 1 minute, we're in a giant triangle in the 1 minute, honestly, which is pretty cool. You can also see the pattern here in the 1 minute, clearly in a rising triangle here. And you can see the higher lows just occurring. And this is how I knew to get into Bitcoin before. So the parabola broke on the 1 minute, right? But as you can clearly see, this is why I believe we're in the bull run now. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? Higher. Well, we haven't had a higher low since up here, but higher low. This is definitely a higher low from about this section. Higher low, higher low, higher low. So we just need to make the higher high. We need to break back above 13.2. I think that's coming in the next few hours, honestly, just from looking at the pattern that we're in. The pattern is telling you that we're going to trickle in here a little more, and we're going to blast off. 12.83 seems to be the smallest place we could hit. If we break this line here, then that will be bearish. So if you want to zoom in and you want to follow me along, go into the 1 minute and just draw this pattern out. You can also kind of say that we're in a cup and handle, honestly, on the 1 minute. Let me show you the cup and handle if you don't believe me, but there's a big cup. Nice rounded bottom here. There's your handle, and we're about to blast off from the cup and handle. Let me show you. Okay. Basically, it's a rounded bottom with a falling wedge. Little handle. You grab your little handle. Now, it's a little bit of a cup. Now it's at resistance yet again at 12.9. So, and I got a double bottom on AV and flagging now on the 1 hour. Let's blast to Mars. Yeah, this thing is about to explode. Honestly, when I said 16K, I wasn't joking. Honestly, there's not a lot of resistance once we pass that 14K area. So then we're going to go and rip up all the way to the top, you know. So, yeah. Okay. Let me see 1 second. This money brings tears to my eyes. Just want to throw this link into the Telegram. All right, cool. Let's get me out of here. All right, so check it out. So at 12,900, I'm looking at this ascending triangle now for Bitcoin. It's building a very bullish case, extremely bullish case. Look at the parabola, right, that it's in. That's nuts. We haven't seen that out of Bitcoin in a long time. Right here we had a little step. This was telling you big things to come. We broke out there at 10.6. I basically started long in Bitcoin down here at 10.6. 10.6 was my first long. I got out at 10.373. I got back in at 10.4. I sold it at about 10.8, right? Then I got back in again at 10.1196, and I sold at 12.8. So I just been really killing it with these ins and outs of Bitcoin. And you know what? I don't stress it. I sell the top. I missed this top here. I sold the top here at this. I sold one of these tops here at 12.8. Again, it boomed back up to 13. That was insane. And it looks like we're about to hit 13 again later on today. I just can't. We're in such a nice place, so to speak, for Bitcoin. So I'm really liking Bitcoin. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. Let's get back to our oscillators here. So only thing is we're very oversold on the 4 hour, which worries me a little bit, right? And we're also getting high here on the MACD. So I think we get one more push up into the 13.8 area, like something crazy. And then we get a pullback, and we either pull back to 12.8 or we hold 13K. So we're extremely overbought. The daily as well, getting up there. So let's see, we have clear support here at 12,300. That's clear support. You can see that here. Hit. And that's amazing. While we hit 12 so many times, that should keep us away from 10,000. I don't think we'll ever go to 10,000 again. Honestly, I don't think that's going to happen, right? Love the likes, man. We got 10 people watching, 9 likes. That's amazing. Really like that. Awesome. You guys are killing it. So basically, that's something you have to worry about for Bitcoin. So would I open a Bitcoin long right now? If it was a quick scalp, maybe not. And remember that all these pairs are going to pump. And then when Bitcoin takes that rejection, because it's going to happen, it's going to take down a lot of the alts, right? So just something to think about, right? Now, I just got into BNB. I guess it was a great idea because BNB just pumped really hard, like in the last minute, literally. Let's see what happened here. So BNB just had a nice pump from 39 all the way to 31.24. Now forming a bit of a kind of a flag or maybe some type of bull pennant here. We'll see how this works up, or is it just kind of continuing its way up? Interesting. Bit of a double bottom pattern here on the RSI as well. Here you can clearly see that we had bearish divergence. This is the swing low on the price while the RSI was just pretty steady. To me, that's secret bearish divergence. You know, mentors won't teach you that, but as we learned as a group, we found that any divergence in the degree of the line, even if it's not textbook divergence, is good divergence. If you're new to the group, please print yourself out. Google divergence cheat sheet. You'll find it real quick. Print it out. Use this to your advantage. So I guess when you go close, nothing comes up. Maybe I put on my shirt. See, that's how you see things. So there you go. So use this to your advantage. It's a divergence cheat sheet is what it is. It basically has a dollar bill on it, and it shows you all the divergences. It will change your life, man. It'll show you. It will give you such a push up on the game. You know, you'll have an advantage on other traders immediately. Anyone who doesn't have those memorized or know them is not doing his thing, right? You're going to have an advantage over that person who's not diligently studying how they can make a win in this game. Okay, so Link now starting to move at 11.56. We'll take a look at that. BNB waves. I think Link just went up 30%. If you think about it, getting in at 9, those low buys were when Bitcoin tanked down. Those are the low buys real fast, right? So let's get back into dominance. We didn't finish dominance. Let's finish the dominance. So Bitcoin dominance sitting here at 61.70. So what do we see? The 12 hour falling out of the wedge. Honestly, I don't know what to say about these huge spike movements. I don't know what to say about them. But it did look. It kind of had it was in a fall. Basically, it was in a bit of a bull pennant here as it came into it, and it broke out. It got rejected by 67, but 62.83, right where my line was, though, here at the same rejection point. That should send us back down, hopefully, to support, which we can find right here. So let's hope that dominance keeps falling. It's overbought on up here as well and coming down. Should make its way back to the oversold region, which gives us a nice retrace. I think this is going to open up the alts. So we're going to have one of these. It's going to give us a nice week or two of alts. I think this weekend is going to be great trading. So get ready, man. BNB up a nice 14%, bouncing right off of support. You can see that too as well. So BNB up. Only thing about BNB up is you get discounts when you hold BNB. BNB up is obviously just like a leveraged token. It's not an actual asset like BNB is. So if we look at closely now, so that we went over dominance, and I think we're all pretty happy with the dominance. Yeah, XRP will take that movement. Now, bullish case for Bitcoin here on the 1 minute is just like in extreme. This is basically an inverted head and shoulder, complex inverted head and shoulder. And here, so it's like by the breakout of the neckline, right, which is here, and that should propel us well above. If you take this length of the neckline, bring it up here. So big move for Bitcoin if it could break basically 13,000, right? If it could break 13,000, even though it's about here, actually 13,000 is right here. But big move for Bitcoin if it can even just get above this level here. It looks like it'll get all the way here, and then it's got to break 13,000. It breaks 13,000, it's going all the way to this next area at 13,200 where it hit before, right? And that's basically what we're trying to play here for Bitcoin. It's in a bit of a flag, honestly. If we look at here in the 1 minute, and the red is kind of coming out. We should see some pink soon. We'll see how it battles with this region. But Bitcoin very bullish on, but I do feel a pullback. I think you could get some money. What's up, Nicola? What's up, everybody in the live stream? David Lee, Chris Conlon, SSP, Try Me, Butate. Sorry. Mark Leonard, BS Social Swap, everybody. Mark, we're going to get deeper into your storage chart. I really like it. I'm actually thinking of making a move on it. And Jesse, taking time out of his busy work schedule to be here, man. I hope my voice is coming through loud and clear on that podcast-esque while you're sitting there with a wrench or bending. Maybe every once in a while there's like a move like bang, and we hear like a loud dent, and then you get back into the stream. I'm just envisioning what life is like. I think Jesse's got a great life, man. Sorry to bust you out here. Sorry to loud and clear. Sorry to single you out here, but honestly, man, from what you've told me of your life, I think it's great. I think he's got a good life. I think he's had a bit of a struggle. Nothing always worked out for him, right? He did different jobs, and that's what kind of all got us into crypto, you know. And then he now has his own business, man, which I envy. I think that's amazing. He's an independent American doing his thing. Sounds like he has a lovely wife who cooks for him, and he loves on her, and he respects her, and I just think they have a happy life together. And you know what? I love hearing that about my subscribers. So here we are. DOT, man, coming up into that falling wedge. But if it breaks out, a rising wedge, but this breaks out, it will go parabolic, right? So something to think about. Let's break down DOT for what it's worth. Now, if you didn't buy DOT at $4, it was so obvious. That was the most obvious trade of my life. Like, honestly, if anyone put your hand up if you could tell. And what was it? Well, this was what it was. DOT up, down, hit the line, up, down. And then right around here, Bitcoin tanks, takes every single altcoin down. But DOT just likes to hang out right here at the line. It says, no, I'm not going to do it. It does a little bit of a dip, 385 maybe, comes back up. So that was the buy reason right there, 391, 390 region. That was really where you wanted DOT. This is called Polkadot. Polkadot is amazing. It's going to have it has some of the most developers working on it right now compared to Bitcoin, Ethereum. Just the other day we read an article that had basically more developers on it than any other coin, honestly. It's going to be an ecosystem of DeFi space. I think it's going to really run the DeFi space. It's going to be the centrifugal force with Oracle's protocols, all sorts of DeFi finance infrastructure all around it. So look for DOT to be something on your radar. I'm not saying buy DOT right now. It is sitting here at resistance. So hopefully you come back to resistance if you want to scoop some DOT. I'm telling you right now that the region to scoop DOT in is right here. You can get DOT back down at 318, 418 area, even the lowest here at 412. That'll be your new steal area. That'll be the touch-in. And honestly, I'm always trying to show you guys stuff, but if you just keep sticking with me and you learn your patterns, look, head and shoulder. Boom. And then how do you get your target? You pull the neckline to the head, right? You bring that up. You get the neckline to the head. Look, we hit our target perfectly. Then people took profits. Everyone said, hey, when is enough enough? When it hit the 21-day moving average, came back up. During a bull run, it's going to start hitting the 21-day moving average. During any upward momentum, okay, now we're seeing the 50 is about to cross the 200 on the 1 hour. That's a golden cross. And if we go to the 4 hour, that means that's probably coming. You can see the 50 curving up here, the 200 coming up. This is the beginning of a bullish momentum for DOT. So this is where you want to start accumulating a coin. When you see that it's retraced a lot, okay, came up, retraced a lot, and we can even pull a fib on that retrace to give you guys even better confluence. What is confluence? Confluence is when multiple oscillators. What is an oscillator? An oscillator is anything that measures speed, price, parameter, right? The movement, it measures movement, momentum, right? So these are oscillators. The RSI is an oscillator. The MACD is an oscillator. It's just a fancy way of saying an indicator. Oh, my oscillating, It's just a fancy way of sounding smart in crypto, honestly. And so I do it because I like to sound smart. Anyway, so any oscillator is what is confluence? Confluence is when an oscillator, an indicator, resonates with another one, where you see basically the same idea coming from two different indicators. That's confluence, right? So we're looking for confluence. We bounced off the 718. We're on the 706, and we're just approaching the 618. That's where we're having a little bit of an issue here. Once we get into the 618 and the 0.5, that becomes the golden pocket of accumulation. And the reason is the 618 gives strong support. The 0.5 is usually heavy resistance. People like to accumulate in that area, and boom. I'm happy you sold DOT. I think that was a good idea. I think we're going to, it moves slow with a big market cap. So when it boomed up right there, that nice 10% gain, look for it to kind of have somewhat of a retrace, right? Let's try to find that retrace. It should be right. It's breaking above the 618. So honestly, it may only come back down a little bit more, back to this line of support at 423. So, but I'm really liking DOT, man. Put it on your radar. Let's look at it on the daily to see where it's going. Now on the daily, it's a little spent. It's had a bit of a move, but to me now, it's going flatline. So let's get rid of all this work and let's check the daily. It's just starting to break trend on the daily. And this is huge. Trend breaking on the daily means it's been breaking trends on the 1 hour, 4 hour before it gets to the daily. Like it has to do a lot of work for you to see this happen on the daily. So this is a big move here for DOT. You can see it's clearly just been in this downtrend ever since it came out. Where was the high on DOT? 680. You know what? That's good, man. That means it's accomplishable, right? It's not horribly down the most. So now we go here and we see that we have resistance at 625. 45% gains coming out of DOT if you just look at it on the daily. I also see no divergences yet. What I'm worried about here is that just, the MACD has to turn at one point, but this looks like it may want to go kind of in a nice big run. This may be a giant hill. Let's look at it on Market Cipher. It's a $1,000 indicator. We might as well use that. So they're telling you to long at 385. They had the green dot on the daily, which is very strong. This thing hits bottoms very, very well. It takes the whole math of all the momentum around it, sucks it right into its own little computing system, and tells you, you know what? This is the bottom. So you can really just buy these green dots all day. We could literally just go through coins and look for green dots. Like right now, there's one on seller. 2 green dots on seller. This is telling me that seller is a buy right now at USDT here. Sitting at this level, you can see it clearly hit support here, came down, hit support again. It's been at this level many, many times. Let's look at seller. I think I just found a nice little bonus for you guys. Okay. Now seller in the giant head and shoulders, you could say, I feel like playing out, coming back down. Had its rounded bottom. And now let's clear all other things and let's see what's going on. This is how you trade, guys. The first thing you want to do is you want to put support and resistance lines. I know it seems boring and it seems very simple, but I'm telling you right now, what will happen is you'll be in the 15-minute, 10-minute, you'll be in a scalp one day, and all of a sudden you'll open up your 1-minute chart and you'll see the green line and you'll be ready to go. That buy wasn't lucky. No one's lucky on this channel. We prepare. We look at the charts. We get in when we can clearly see a position of strength, as Da Vinci 15 says. We play from positions of strength here in this group. We make it worth our while. We know what the odds are against us, and we try to better them by being really diligent. That's basically the crux of the group here. Everything we can. You have to look at this as You know, you're a soldier. I look at trading like you're a soldier running into war. You're trying to get a couple casualties. You're trying to basically take out a few people on the other side. Not to be negative, I guess, calling a war, but you're trying to take out a few people on the other side without getting hit and coming back into the side. If you think about it like that, you got to remember that at any moment you can catch a bullet. So at any moment you can catch a loss. You can be up 50% and all of a sudden a stock, asset, crypto could turn against you. Nothing is guaranteed, right? So we play that way. Now look at what we have here. We have bullish divergence, swing low on the daily. Bullish divergence on the daily is very strong, yet we're still here low. You can kind of see that, to me, there's still divergence because we boom up here. But we don't, that space isn't that big, right? So bullish divergence on the daily. We do have a little bit of daily momentum here. Shows that we're kind of muddling off, but maybe we'll just have a little bit of red and then we'll boom up. I really like seller here at 004. I'm going to build a better case for it as we go further into the zone. But also, let's pull a Fibonacci retracement and see where we're sitting. We're probably sitting at the 706, the 786, right below, and we have the bullish divergence on the daily. That tells me that enough is enough. Here it is too. Look where we saw bullish divergence on the daily, right there. In this place, you can see swing low in price, swing high in the RSI. That tells you it's time to get down. So seller, I think, is going to be the trade of the day, guys. Mark my words on seller, up 4.7% already. But to me, it's got so much more legs to grow. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. It did already have a cross right now, so wait for it to kind of curve. I think seller is going to do something like this. When that MACD crosses, it's going to make a higher low, very close to that one, and it's going to coil. And when it coils, you know what that means, guys. So let's take a look at it right now. Seller, don't seller. Please don't seller. Okay. Falling wedge, actually, right? But to me, it's in this smaller pattern that it really wants to get into. It's coiling up into a tighter position. Something like this. We do have bullish divergence as well here established, right? Coming down. This is downtrend, but this is an uptrend. So we see the bullish divergence right here. It's telling you that was your entry. Perfect entry here at 381. It's actually 0.003 tenths of a cent. This thing's not even a cent yet. It's a half a cent. Imagine you get into seller and you ride it up to 10 cents. That's going to be a 20x. A 20x, guys. So why is this region important? Well, we bounced off it right here. I like to circle it. We bounced off it right here. We had a little bit of a bounce there. We had a bounce there. Okay. We got rejected by the price right there at the same time. We had more interaction of a rejection here. We bounced off it right there. We broke through, came up. So clearly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we got close, but we got saved by the parabola in a way. So 6 touches, right? 6, 7, 8. Almost a ninth. So 9 times this has held support. What do you guys think? 443 for seller? Or does it come back to support? I think it may touch a little bit right more. One lower low. We do see a huge double bottom though, clearly forming here on the 4 hour. And here on this. So something to think about. I'm not entering it right now, but I'm definitely going to watch it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an alert right here. And then I'm going to also put an alert on this line here on the bottom of the trend line. I got 2 alerts going now for seller. Whatever way it goes, I'm going to find out, and it's going to tell me what to do. The chart will show me. DIA has been mentioned in the group. Looks very similar to seller, kind of like a boom up without the other half here, but booming up, coming down, booming up again, and then clearly forming a double bottom. A lot of these are in the same pattern. Definitely the buys here were right around here at 113. Now it's switched to the inverse there, 131. So I need more oxygen to the brain. I had a good night's sleep last night. No, I don't even know why I yawn sometimes. I think I talk so much, dude. It takes oxygen away. Talking so fast takes oxygen, and then my body needs to yawn. Because I noticed that I yawn more during the live streams, but I think it's because I'm using so much oxygen to talk. And then my brain's like, dude, give me some oxygen. I'll suck it in as fast as I can. Give me some, you know. All right, Ave, Lend from 33 cents. 33, man. I saw the 33 at Lend, and I said to myself, dude, 333, that's it. Doesn't get better than that. Like, and that's my number. I almost bought a bond on the number, but then I said you can't trade like that. You can't trade on Gypsy Theory, you know, on Gypsy Monero. Just basically, oh, it's a full moon tonight, I'm going all in, you know. I mean, even though that meteor shower night, I had a feeling, I was like, dude, this is it. This is gonna be it, right? Seller, CELR, yeah. I think he was joking, Amit. I don't know about Amit, man, you're funny, dude. You're always here to help. Like, you never let anyone hang. Like, if someone says something, you're so nice. So I think we come back down here to 12.848. One more time, kiss the bottom of the trend line, and then we start to move back up. So you're buy at 81848. Then I say we boom out. We cross 13.2. I think we get an insane run up. I think we get somewhere in, let me go back. Let's go to the 8 hour so we can see. And then we go up here again. Maybe it's at this line, this 3482. One of these lines of support where we recently tweaked up. So cool to see 13 on the horizon, though. Amazing, right, guys? Now we only have to go up 50% to make it to 200 to 20,000, the all-time highs. We have to go up $7,000, 7,000, 6,500 on this will take us there, right? That'll take us almost to 20,000, 19,500, 19,700. Unreal. So we're in such a good spot mentally. If you've been in Bitcoin for a long time, this is your time to shine, man. This is your time to tell your friends, I told you so. It's beginning. And soon you can say, hey, man, I tried to tell you to buy Bitcoin for years, but you didn't listen to me. After 20K, we're going to all-time highs. I am a firm believer that Bitcoin will be above, I think, $500,000 by 2022. I'm making a bold statement. I say $1 million by 2022, 5 million by 2026, and 10 million by 2030. And I'm sticking to it, man. I know you guys think I'm out of my mind. $10 million Bitcoin by 2030. At that point, you know why? There'll be more innovative coins. There'll be smarter coins. There'll be better coins. But there'll be no coin with a network as powerful as Bitcoin's. Bitcoin will have the safest, most powerful network in the entire world. Everyone says quantum computing will take out Bitcoin. I think if they come up with quantum computing, then they're going to come up with a way to block quantum computing. There'd be quantum computing, I don't know, cybersecurity. So here I have some work on DREP. You can see DREP now is really hitting an area of resistance and support. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it's trying to break through this wall. So DREP is going to get there, and it's going to break through it. Its bottom out here was at 0.2. So DREP is now up 100% since September 6th. On the low, no one even thought about it or talked about it. Put it up. Look at that. Now 85%. Probably a little more if we got the wick. Yeah, 98%. This thing did amazing, right? And now all the moving averages are in line on the 8 hour. Looking very, very strong. Go to the 4 hour. We had our cross and we're kind of coming down now, but we're going sideways. This tells me that this is kind of going to do some sideways momentum and then probably pick back up. I would basically buy DREP if it breaks this green line. So I'm going to put a right alert here. And if DREP crosses this line, DREP, okay. I got too many alerts. I got to delete some. Thank you for being the greatest wife ever, my love.
I love you, son.
That's how you be good. That's how you're a good husband, guys. You just butter them up all the time. You butter them up, right, baby?
Yeah, it works.
They love it. See, you can say it to her face that you're buttering her up. She doesn't care as long as it's about her, guys. As long as it's about her, she's gonna be happy. All right. So, some relationship advice thrown in there, guys. I can help you. Can help you stay married. Yeah, dude, it's cool to be the king of your house, man. You got your kids, you're the man, dude. That's the one thing I loved about having my kids and my wife. It's like, I am the man. Even my daughter, when my wife gets crazy, she says, no, mommy, daddy is the one. Daddy is king here. She always goes to daddy and says, well, daddy gets the last say. So SXP, man, triple bottom. If you can't see that, there it is on the 4 hour. Looking really good. Even here on the RSI, we getting a lot of bottom periods here. I'm liking SXP. You know, it's got the swipe card. It's gonna be huge. When it was going up to $4, they faked us out, man. This summer, they made us think we were in a huge bull run. They got us to 389. Remember, the market cap went to 389, and I was like, wow, anything is possible, right? This is amazing. Things were going really, really well. And then we had a little bit of a pullback, right? And boom, we had that just last 2 months, a mini bear market. That was SXP, man. Look, it went all the way. Where was the high of SXP? Did it hit $5? I think it did. 490, 505, man, was a high. Imagine buying SXP at 5. Some people are, and they're still holding it. Come on, man. That's why you need a stop loss. This is why you need a stop loss. You don't want to hold something like this. And yeah, in 7-8 months to a year, it'll come back. But think of all the trades you could have made. They say you got to make your money work for you, right? Scared money don't make money. So scared money is money that's sitting in a holding pattern while it's losing. That's scared money, guys, right? You don't want to scare your money like that. Okay. So, let's look at the support and resistance lines for SXP. And yeah. Yeah, live right now. Oof. We are peaking in this crypto market eventually. We are peaking eventually. It's going to come, right? So, that was a code word for Jesse, man. Speaking tongues. Let's get some like for major money gains for the rest of the year. For sure, man. Thank you very much, David. I appreciate that. So, check it out. Yeah, 13 people, 14 watching now, 11 likes. Let's get that 14 like action. So here we go. SXP. Why I'm hungry for some SXP, and why the dollar buy would have been bonito, right? How do we perfect these dollar buys? I'm going to take you guys into the psychology of when and how to buy the bottom. Okay, so this would have been the bottom. How do we capture the bottom? How do we figure that out? Well, what you want to do is when you see the price, try to rewind, try to forget this is here. Try to look at everything from here left. So from here left. So as the price is going down, you're going to watch the RSI. Now here the price is going down and the RSI is going down. So the second you start seeing the price, watch the RSI. I'm teaching you guys how to catch a bottom or get damn near close to it. And it's very possible to do. A lot of people say you can't buy the bottoms. We can do that here. So, and we're going to analyze it and dissect it. And that's why I believe that we can achieve these goals, because we're focused and we dissect things for what they are. We take things piece by piece, part by part. Right now, all we're looking at is the RSI and the price. We can go into everything else later. Nice and calm. So RSI and the price are matching. Then they go up together, then they go down together. Now, all of a sudden, and this is why it takes that detailed mind, you're going to see the price going down. You're going to look at a swing low, and you're going to zoom in here and be like, wow, there's a swing low. But you're going to see that your second swing low on the RSI is not following it. And there, clearly, you've now caught divergence. A lot of times, that's how you catch the bottom. A lot of times, you just get the bottom. I fucking love you, man. I really do, dude. You're the best. So anyway, this is, but this is the thing. It kind of, this negated it. So at the beginning, you might have made a buy here too, because you would have seen the bullish divergence. But then it swung down and negated it a little. But my opinion, still divergence. Why? It's called secret divergence. You know, there is no divergence where the RSI is flat. There's a divergence where the price is flat and the RSI is going up. But what if the price is going down and the RSI is flat? To me, that is exaggerated bullish divergence. But I call it secret divergence. I changed the name because I found it. I found it for what it was, right? So that is secret divergence right there. If you want to, if that, I'm calling it that. Meaning there's 6 types of divergences here on the sheet. It's not one of these perfectly. It's a little off. Everybody sold their ETH. PM, what's going on, man? Thank you for some more joining. What indicators do you use? Mainly what I teach and what you can replicate to create money. How to create money or currency. Because really gold and Bitcoin are the only forms of money. Currency is not money. Money is not currency. Please watch Mike Malone's video about the definition of money. Because the US dollar is not money. Calling it money is actually a misappropriation of language and nomenclature. You need to change your nomenclature. Okay, so we're hitting these bottom periods. I use the price action. As you can see, I use volume. I use 5 moving averages. The 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. I use the MACD, and I use the RSI, the Relative Strength Index, the Moving Average Convergence and Divergence. These are what these stand for. You should know what they stand for so you can understand them. I'm all about back engineering. Like, we want to see the C, if that means anything. We want to see the inside of what it is. We want to know. Like, for instance, I found out where the green dots came from live with you guys, actually. We were live when I did it. I finally realized, oh, the green dots are coming from heavy bullish divergence like this. You know, like if we go to Market Cipher, there's a good chance we see a green dot right here on SXP. Right? Watch. We're going to keep our hand right here in this line. It won't change much on the RSI. But right here, if I just flip over to Market Cipher, which is a $1,000 program, but all he's doing is what we figured out on our own. And boom, there's the green dot right there. You see it? How did I know there was going to be a green dot there on Market Cipher? Because I back engineered this indicator through my own manual digging. I dug deep through all the indicators and figured it out. Anyway, forget that. Let's get back into where we're at, which is SXP. So now we basically want to see, how do you catch these bottoms? So once you see a little bit of divergence, go to the 1 hour. And you're going to see it far more apparent on the 1 hour. Okay, here it is on the 1 hour, and it's so obvious now. You have swing up to swing up, and there is where you would get in. So see how the 4 hour would have thrown you off. The RSI wouldn't have moved the way you wanted it to. But here you would have watched. You're waiting for the dip. If you have a second dip, see, you're waiting for these lows, right? And when the lows don't add up, that's your bottom, man, and that's where you get in. And if you want to look at it on the 15-minute, even better. Usually these things are even more apparent there. Let me show you. So here you can clearly see a bunch of touches happening. And these touches are higher than these. That is clear. I think the 30-minute or the 1 minute on the 1 hour really would hold you down. So what you do is the second you see things going weird on the 4 hour, you got to watch that RSI and the price. And the second you see that they're not going together, flip into the 1 hour or the 30-minute, and that's going to really give you your local low, right? So here we are on the 30-minute, and I see some hidden divergence. I see some bullish divergence right here. So this is now showing you again, like, this was where your entry was for SXP at 109. And this is how you were able to establish the 109. Again, is a divergence. I could really call this show the divergence show because I focus on it more than almost anything else. And I think it's because it's harder to see for beginners. It's not a concept that everyone understands. A lot of people, takes them like 4 or 5 months just to remember them, like the ups and downs. I see a lot of people drawing bearish on bullish tones, like they're drawing bullish up here. You know, bearish can only be on the top. Bullish is on the bottom. How to remember that is a bear, when he attacks you, he gets on top of you. When a bull attacks you, he hits you and knocks you on your bottom. So a bull is on the bottom, a bear is on top. So if you're doing bearish divergence, it's on top of you. It's on top. Again, if no one understands that, let me show you. And here's a little bearish divergence. Not really, but if this was going up, if this price went up like this, and this went down like so, this will be called bearish divergence. And you always do it on the top. Bullish divergence, you only draw on the bottom. Okay? You're never drawing bearish divergence. You're sitting on a Bitcoin short. Okay. Let me battle that and find out if that's a good idea or not. I could do that for you. Let me finish SXP. I know I'm taking a long time on it, but I'm trying to show you where your best entry is. So we're either going to break out here at 119 or we'll get rejected. If we get rejected, we probably come back down to 113. So you could put a buy order in at 121. And I don't like that. I don't like chasing a dragon because it could have been a pump up. So cake bearish dividends, but it just broke out. Yeah, let's look at that. Cake, dude, well, the thing is, Cake burns their supply. So it's going to do, I keep saying that. That's why I'm pushing Cake on you guys. It's burning the supply. It's going to defy some TA because it's burning the supply. Like one day, if it looks like it's going down on the TA, but they burn half the supply. I mean, if half the supply of a coin gets burned, it's immediately worth more, right? So it is what it is, man. Like, it is what it is. Ooh, OMG. I wanted OMG at 330 earlier today. I'm going to get back to SXP right now. So where do we see SXP going? And where would I enter it? Right now, I'm waiting on a bit of a, I think Bitcoin's going to have a blast up. 13.8, 13.9. I think to go over 14K would be a little insane. So I think it's going to crack, like boom up, 13.8, 13.9. And then it's going to come back down and have some issues there, either at between 12,800 and 13,200. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to sit, but I think it's somewhere in that place. You know, so nice. Hadouken. I loaded up on XTZ, Kava, OMG, Dot, and Uni at the dip yesterday. Not bad. I was actually out during the dip. Of course, I made my sale, went on to my daughter's soccer game, whatever her soccer, like she has a little soccer scrimmage with some kids. That went well, and then I came home to see the carnage, and everything was kind of right back where it was. I was like, damn, I missed a lot of the dip buys there. They were fast and furious. So SXP though, I think you can't go wrong getting it under $1.50, in my opinion. If you want to look at if you want to be a macro trader, to me, it's also in a bit of an ascending triangle here. So it's in an ascending triangle, very bullish. It's getting coiled up. It doesn't have much more room to go. So it'll come back down to the trend line here at 116, and that could curve it down as well. The daily, not a lot of information. It's kind of coiling up though, which is always good to see a coil up. See this? When you see the MACD coiling, number one, you know that your price can't get hit a lot because the price isn't going up and down fast enough for your stops to get hit. So coiling is good. The more coiling you see, the better. A little bit of a double bottom pattern already in the MACD. Double bottom here. So that was your tank buy here. So and it bounced right off the same area of support at 106. Loves that area. Really does. So this would be your bottom buy here. Let's look at it in the bigger frame. I think this is a fallout and come back into the pattern. It's in a falling wedge. Your target is up here at 174. So what we need is, the only thing I'm worried about is Bitcoin kind of doing if Bitcoin does a big pump though, I feel like it will bring all these up. What's up, Crypto Mike? How's it going, man? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate that. Guys, don't focus on Crypto Mike, all right? He doesn't have 20,000 followers on YouTube. He's not a famous YouTuber, okay? He's just a regular guy named Crypto Mike. He wants to be crest as Michael. He doesn't want to be Crypto Mike right now. No, I just love messing with you. I will check up rope. I think we're going to look at chart X on rope for you though, right? Because we can't get it on TradingView, but I remember that and we'll get it up. Yeah, guys, don't focus on Crypto Mike. He's just a regular guy in the channel. He doesn't have 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. A little regular Crypto Mike with a solid beard. Yeah, we addressed his beard yesterday. It was well manicured. It looked great. Nice beard, man. No, you're not going to live the beard down now. We made your beard famous yesterday. Anyway, So 44% gains out of XSP. I think at the lowest, it will come back down to 110. You know, honestly, 10% stop loss if you get in now is basically 11 cents. So I just feel like there's so much more upside than downside for SXP that even if the whole market crashes, I don't see how SXP would go below $1. I think that's its clear bottom, and you're going to make some money on SXP. So that's definitely an entry I'm going to make. I'm going to have to wait for the perfect time. Actually, you know what? I'm willing to put in a buy order for SXP. One at 106, one at a couple of them actually. You know, one at 106, one at 113, because they're going to catch, right? They're going to catch, or it's going to kind of rip to the moon. So I kind of want $1,500 in SXP. So I'm going to buy $500 right now. Then I'm going to put a $500 buy in at like 112. And I'm going to put a $500 buy in at 106. If I see it moving and I get 112 but not 106, I'll cancel the 106 and throw that 500 back on top into the breakout at maybe 122. So this is my idea right now, and that's how I'm going to trade SXP. I'm going to go in at 3 sections at a time. And that's going to kind of balance you out for any movement that's possible. And that's how you should be trading. There should always be a if, then, or that. If, then, or this. Now, if it goes down and keeps going down, hopefully and they both get eaten out, I'll bust out of the 111 one and close the 106 trade and let it go all the way to 90 cents. And then I'll go back in. I only would have lost 50 to 60 bucks at that point. So the whole thing is planned out for me. Exactly what I'm going to do if it goes wrong, exactly what I'm going to do if it goes right. And I have basically my parameters set for safety. And if you're not trading that way, you're going to get hurt because I'm going to take your money. Because you're going to be going on emotions up and down, flying all around. And I'm going to be systematically just watching my charts, laddering in, laddering out, calmly just pressing that buy and sell button, doing what I do, staying in the position that I need to be in to be profitable, keeping the mindset in a cycle, in a positive cycle, attracting more as I move forward, That's the idea. So stay in that motion, stay in that movement. That's the plan. Without a plan, I don't see how it's possible, right? So doing yourself a disservice if you haven't learned from anyone who's been trading for over 5 or 7, 8. If you don't have a mentor in the trading game, you're going to get killed, honestly. Solo, you guys were telling me to look at Solo. Solo went up, came back down, but that's in the regular markets, right? So Sol, we were talking about Sol. Now, I actually put in a chart for Sol, and my idea is that by the breakout of this level here, Sol breaks out 207, 209, even 210. See, it's getting held down by the 21-day moving average. That's how prices begin to move. The first thing they do is they break above the 21-day moving average. Then they start using that as support, and that's how you know you're in for a big run. So you want to look for that. Like we go back to SXP. We're just about to break above the 21-day moving average. You can see it on the 8-hour, very strong, right? Let's look at it on the 4-hour just to give you guys, and we're above it here. That's when the move begins. Look back at SXP's first run. The first thing it does. So that's the door, man. That's the door. The green bar has to go above the white line to make it really, really, really obvious for you guys. The green bar has to go above the white line. If that doesn't occur, it's not bullish. It's still bearish. So as long as it's below the right line, look, bearish. Here it had a little bit of a momentum. It came back down, touching it. So boom. Now I'm hearing BAT is breaking out. You know what? I have a huge bag of BAT, so that makes me feel really good. BAT is breaking out, pumping. Let's see why BAT broke out and kind of break down what you could have done if you were in BAT. And again, I'm going to tell you right now is I'm going to find the divergence. I'm so good at it now, and not even so good at it, I actually know how the charts work, and I know that they always do show divergence. Like 1 out of 10 times, they won't show divergence, and it will just be a fallback on the RSI. But look, you go to the 30-minute. Once you mark it, you're going to see it change. 15-minute. All right, so this is one that we don't see. Maybe 5-minute. Even if it's tiny. And there it is. It's so small on this one. But it's there. You have swing lows here. The price is in a slant still. Now I'll show you on this tiny area. If we use the bars, not the wicks, price is kind of still slanting. But here price is going up. So once you identify that place, you just keep going back in time till you can see the divergence clearly. Here's the 1 minute where we have it marked, and there it's more obvious. I see a lot on the 1 minute. Here it's really obvious, right? And it's actually pretty extreme. Like we're almost making a straight line up, and this is making a diverted line on. So that's how you find these bottoms. And honestly, when people tell you the 1 minute doesn't mean anything, they haven't done their research, or they haven't dove in as deep as I have, because the 1 minute will show you where to long a bottom. And there you would have gotten in right here at 12:08, or at least maybe after the W broke out. You could have given yourself, hey, I'll buy the breakout of this double bottom. And once it breaks out, then you know you're at least going to get a temporary target, and then from there you can raise your stop and see how far you can go. The idea is not to get stopped out, be able to get your stop to break even and keep it moving. When you use divergences religiously, like we do here in my trading group, what you're going to find is your stop losses won't get hit. Look, you could put a stop loss of damn near 0.4. 0.4. That's 0.4%, right? On $10,000, 0.1% is $100. So that's $40. So you could put 10K in this. And that's what I'm saying is you can start taking way bigger risks once you learn how to trade properly with divergence. You'll know when you can go in really heavy. Like, why did I go into Bitcoin for $10,000? You know? And look, 12% gains. And then your measurement tool shows you how long it took for you to make the gain, which I love now. 1 day and 19 hours, about 2 days. Man, I'm going to have to go back and watch all this over. I keep getting disturbed. I'm missing all sorts of golden nuggets. No worries, man. It happens. Okay, let's go back into the chat here. LOL. I forgot about that. Hey, Shami. BFT breakout. VAT is still in a downtrend or breakout. Looking at a generic chart. 1280, nice support now. That was resistance. Yesterday's RS flip. Yeah, no, 12,800 is where I'm calling that idea is where Bitcoin's really going to bounce down from, you know? So look, it did fall out and it came back to the bottom of the pattern. And this is where you would have gotten into a Bitcoin trade right here. You buy the wicks at the bottom of trend lines. I'm telling you right now, like, I almost want to do it to prove it to you guys that we can make an awesome trade. Like, Bitcoin at least will go back to the top of the pattern here for a 0.6% gain. And if you do that with 10x leverage, that's 6%, right? I kind of want to start trading leverage because I know that I think with this system, we'd be able to make some profits, you know? And it's not uncanny, guys. Look, I drew my green line. Where did my green line came from? I went all the way back. Remember, you can see I went all the way. It's one on the 1 minute, but I went way back on the 12 hour to find this line that I found. And dude, this line, I didn't put this line, the price was some up here because this is the 1 minute chart. I drew this line. You guys saw me draw it. I drew it like 10 minutes ago. Price came right to it. If you're not drawing your support and resistance lines, you're not going to understand why price is bouncing, where it's bouncing. You're not going to understand how they're scalping. See, once I see this, I get how other traders are trading. And if I get how other traders are trading, then I can trade with the market, right? So yeah, we're going to get into it. I'm going to start opening. I have leverage traded. I'm not going to say I haven't. Okay, guys. I did a few awesome leverage trades on Bitcoin, 30, 10x, 15x, and they were profitable. And then I just didn't do them again because Bybit's a pain, and it's all, I believe it won't connect to 3 commas. The way leverage trading, you kind of have to be there. It's going to be all encompassing. I know that. It's not going to be something I'm just going to be able to sit and like let it do its thing. I'm going to think about it too much. And so another reason I haven't been doing it a lot, honestly. But if we look at Bitcoin on the grand scale of things, man, it's just on its way. It's coiling up in here, and it's going to have a bit of a boom out. It's going to defy the overbought area here and basically kind of do something like this. It's going to hang out up here. It's going to pin itself for a little bit. It likes to get pinned up there, man. Look at those last 2 big run-ups. And we're right. Guys, this is crazy, but like, look at 3 kings. I mean, the fact that we're in the presence of greatness. Look, here's the bull run. Here was that last June where we had our fake out. Boom. Will this be like last time? Will we touch these realms and just drift off for another 18 months until we get back up here? Let's see the period between each of these highs. That's interesting, right? Dude, 527 days it took for it to come back. Dude. Really peaking now. Really peaking now, Jesse. Okay, so we're at 480 days. So it takes about 500 days. Wow. We'll take another 500 days to get to 20K? I don't think so. We're already halfway there. How long did it take? And honestly, if it wasn't for, I don't think this shouldn't have existed. This was definitely a black swan event. Right here. This should have kind of just corrected here. And honestly, if we didn't have the black swan event, let me show you something. We would have come up here. We would have retraced down here. I think this whole thing would be like this. We might be at all-time highs right now if it wasn't for the coronavirus. I'm telling you right now. Because from what I see, that's how much it brought things down in conjunction. Like if we look at the percentage breakdown, right? So 16 watching, we got 12 likes. Let's get those likes up to the viewers, man. That'll be dope. Everyone hit the like button if you're there. If you're getting something out of this, if you're getting value, let's move. Dash, I was pushing dash on my entire crew. I just said dash, 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 dash. 72. I kept throwing it out there. I said, man, dash is gonna make amends. Now, dash is very undervalued right now. It should be at $130 a coin. You remember there was some FUD with it recently, and then it got hit. Once it breaks this level, it's gonna boom up pretty fast, right? There's not a lot of resistance here for dash, so dash should be sitting at $140 a coin right now. When Bitcoin Cash is where it's at, and when Bitcoin's around 13,000, dash is up a lot more. So there you go. I think dash is gonna make big moves. Let's look at VeChain for Mike. Mike, are you crying over there, man? I'm messing with you. You didn't say a word. I'm messing around. All right. I'll take off all my old work and we'll start from scratch again. Everything kind of coiling up at these bottoms, though. I'm telling you, man. If you can't see, it's redundancy almost. Like we're looking at the same coin over and over again. What's good about VeChain right now, because we're looking at it on the daily, which is really how we should view it all. So it's in the 618 and the 0.5. It's in the golden pocket on the daily. Let's get some likes for supporting the great teaching. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. 17 watching now. Really appreciate that. And we got 3. The second I asked for likes, we got 3 dislikes. So I guess people like to hit the dislike button when you ask for a like. That's their thing. So I guess I won't ask for a like ever again. Anyway, the dislikes are good for me, man. They actually help controversy. I guess they help the algorithm. So by all means, man, do whatever you guys have to do. So anyway, look. The reason why I asked for the likes is because I put myself out there 110%, and I really care about everybody. And I want other people to feel that love that I didn't always feel. And I want the guidance that I didn't always get. I didn't find anyone on YouTube that was doing this type of teaching and training. And because of that, I want more people to learn. And that's the like button is basically kind of our billboard, right? It's a digital billboard. It sends messages to the algorithm that then redistributes my video throughout the internet. So we help more people when we hit the like button. So it's really not even about me. It's about all of us just doing, like I keep saying I could die tomorrow, and then hitting that like button won't do anything, right? Because I won't be here for another video. So we should do it as much as we can while we have the chance. That's all. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, man. You know what? I do it because I love it, man. I do it because I love it. Now, anyway, let's break it down. VeChain now, in this falling wedge, do we see divergence? So what we're going to do is now what you want to do is, the first thing you want to do is put your mark here. Otherwise, you won't be able to see it as you go backwards. Now we'll go to the 12-hour, the 8-hour. And what we're doing is we're looking for divergence on the RSI and the price. Okay? Might be here too. So I'll put a little line here just to give myself the idea. We keep going back in time until we see it. And there now, we really didn't see it here. It didn't occur, because if we even go at 30-minute, Now these lines are huge. See, these are my small lines that I made. Now they're giant lines. Isn't that funny? And you can clearly see the divergence right here. Actually, no, price was still going up. Price was going down. But if we did this, if we try to skip these swings and we swung from here to here like that. So there is where you can see it does occur. So sometimes you do have to skip a swing because that could have been just a, Bitcoin doing something crazy that's made the price go down pretty far. But if we look at it that way, it was divergence because it played out in that manner. So now we see that we have support at 11741, okay? 11741 for VeChain. You can clearly see that the price hit it here, it hit it there, hit it there, hit it there, hit it there. It's hit it multiple times as resistance. It's also acted as support right there. It also acted as support right there. And the line right above that where we're hitting resistance now is really the resistance. And that's, you can see we got wicked by it because, let me prove it to you why people took profits here. Because look, 3 times they took profits before. It's hit here, it's hit here, it's hit here, it's hit here. This line has been it has a long relationship with VeChain, like right here as well. Very strong relationship with resistance and support region. This line right here that we're kind of touching. So it breaks above here. Look for it to go up a lot more, honestly. Definitely to 135 on the 30-minute, and then eclipsing its next target here. So this is what you see for VeChain. Boom, 30% gains coming out of VeChain, and it only has to go to 0.015. So back to 1.5 cents for VeChain. Remember when VeChain finally hit 2 cents? I couldn't believe it. I remember seeing VeChain at 0.04 and telling everybody it's going to be at a cent soon. Yeah, I think it will take a little bit. Yeah. Take a little bit. Let's look at it on the 3-day to give ourselves like a really big picture of where it's going. On the 3-day, it's about to have a cross, man. And it's about to blast. And it's in the golden pocket, in the 0.5, in the 618. Like, this is like, you can't beat it, man. Shabela, right? Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is a send-off, man. As long as Bitcoin does its thing. See, I'm worried about Bitcoin kind of swinging and swamping and dominance and all that. So a lot will happen. But if you're long-term holding VeChain right now, you can't beat buying it in the 618 in the 0.5 Fibonacci. On a macro level, you're in a good spot right now. Would have liked to wait before that green candle popped, obviously, to get in at 11 or 09. Anything under a cent would have been insane. But hey, actually that would have been down here below the 618, right? Which we didn't even get a chance to except for here. So we never even went back down to those all-time lows. And that tells you there's buy pressure up there at 1 cent. People wanted it. Let's check the VPVR. We haven't brought that out. We don't talk about that a lot, but I do use it. I use so many different things, guys. Once you do it as long as me, you're going to be swinging in and out of all sorts of stuff. But the VPVR is the visible range, right? And it's just going to show us where there's a lot of support and a lot of buying and selling, right? So we got a lot of buying and selling here. Strong support for VeChain at 0.5 cent. Maybe there's a lot of orders sitting there. And you can see we bounced off of 0.5 cent multiple times. Telling us that there's not huge support, but there is a lot of buying and selling in this area here. And right there at this support region too, right here. So we have a lot of support, and we got some support. Let's show you where the other support is, right there. So here you can see that we're getting bought and sold here. Heavy region. 11. So basically 11 is a really good price to get in. I keep hearing Bitcoin still has a big dump ahead of it before the bull market really starts. Like if it goes below 10 4K, it will go down much lower. I don't buy that, man. I'm not into it. And I'll tell you why I'm not into that region. I think these people, that's why, man, I believe my own ideas. Not to be rude. I found trading, you want to listen to other people, but you got to do your own analysis and really trust it. Like if I'm going to trade and I trust the plan, but I listen to someone else's plan, it may make me change my stop. And then I may get stopped out But had I just gone with my plan, I would have made money. So you got to be really careful. Like banned at $6, man, I'm calling that. I'm calling that the bottom. I don't think you'll ever get banned at $6, man. I think that's it. Definitely $5 was the clear bottom for banned. Like $5 ban, man, right? Yeah, I think what I'll show you what I'm seeing. And it's because I've been following the story for a long time. All right. And this is why I longed Bitcoin. Honestly, my story is really so you can see the whole big picture here, but we go to the weekly. The weekly is going to tell you the most information. And again, right, let's go to XBT on the weekly. Where is XBT? XBT on the weekly. Oh, I'm on the monthly. I'm like, wait, why don't I see anything? Okay, so here's what's happening. We had our 20K run up, right? And then you can see the MACD turned. And that's when Bitcoin went down a lot, right? So when the MACD turned somewhere around here, and Bitcoin basically bottomed with the MACD there. You can see we didn't even get our cross. We got rejected by the cross, and then we bounced again. Then we had our big boom up. So you would have bought the weekly as the MACD crossed, and you would have had your come up. Now let's look at the next time that the weekly crossed, which is right here. We would have been somewhere in here. And then on top of that, we did get a little run up here. And then we had the pandemic, right? The crazy pandemic scare, which is 60% loss, right? And then we got up again. And here I thought we had a death cross coming because the blue line was approaching the red line for basically like weeks. And I kept telling everybody that it's sad, but I see us going back down to 6K, 4K. And then I drew the triangle that we were in. And I was like, man, granted, this was before we had this. See, the blue line was about to cross. It was telling us, you know, and I said, guys, every time this blue line crosses, I was bullish and I was telling everyone doing the trades, but every day on my channel, I would say, guys, we got to look at this weekly cross and we can't ignore it. I said, look, 1, 2, 3, it's coming again. And we were right around here, right? The first time we hit 12K, and I said, it looks like we're going to either come back down here or it's a chance we come back into the pattern and we hit 5,300. So I was like, okay, 5,300's coming, guys, because that's what the chart says, and I can't lie, and we trade on the chart. So if we make money on the chart, we have to believe that the bearish notion. So if you make money on the bullish notions, then you have to believe and that's what's great about chart trading. The more you get into chart trading, the less you don't remember your emotions anymore. You don't become an emotional trader. And every day you use the chart more, you stop using your emotions less, you become disconnected not from your emotions, because you don't want to disconnect, but you can disconnect it from emotional trading on emotion. They slowly just kind of crack apart. And the more you trade the chart, the more you sell profit, because then you start realizing when it changes, then you know it's going to go down, right? Chris, you're still here. I had no idea you actually listened to this long. So basically the idea is the more you trade the chart, the more you realize when you have to take profits. Like you guys saw me yesterday. I sold Bitcoin. I finally did it. I said it's time to sell Bitcoin, right? Yeah, they think up until... So I'm going to show you right now where Bitcoin's going. So we had a weekly cross that was about to happen, and it didn't happen. Let's zoom into the MACD here so I can show you guys exactly what occurred. So we didn't have our red. We just didn't. This should have been a horrible cross, and things should have occurred downwards for us, back to 6K, and we didn't. We crossed upwards. And now I'm back on the other path now. I'm like, okay, you want to make a bounce? That's strong. You want to bounce, dude? Okay. Very similar to this bounce. Look how strong this bounce was. So when it didn't want to cross, here it was supposed to cross bullish, but it didn't. It went bearish more. And we got a whole nother, from 6,000 all the way to 2,000, 4,000 drop. So to me, that tells me would have, back engineering this idea, we got 4,000 coming. All right. So that gives us enough time for this to kind of go like this, for the price to hit 16.5, maybe even near 17,000, right? By the time we get, it's a chance even all-time highs. I'm not going to throw it out. I'm not going to say that's not possible, but right now I'm going to be conservative, 16K, There's got to be tax forgiveness, man. They can't hammer us. Like, none of us made money. People are going to owe money on all that. How are you going to, we had no money. Then they gave us stimulus, right? And then you owe money on the stimulus, right? You owe tax money on the stimulus, or you owe money on, at least on the uninsurance you're getting, on the, you know, no one's going to have the money to pay that. Like, why would someone be siphoning away small bits of taxes out of money they didn't have, right? I find that nuts that they don't, like, my wife had them take their taxes out immediately. I didn't. So, like, they're going to say I owe them money, but it's like, dude, come on, man. It's just crazy. Anyway, so this is going to boom up. I think we got way more in the histogram. So the histogram should go, you know, higher, 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 somewhere around here till we start to fall down again, right? And who knows, it could make a double, it could make one of these, a double wave like it did here. Never get into bearish momentum again. But eventually, the RSI is going to get up here. I mean, the MACD is going to be here, and then it's going to curve. So that's going to take, let's see, in my prediction here, so that says 336 days, Jesus, because this is the weekly, man. So I am flirting with large time frames. So there's a chance, man, that this actually runs the bull market, right? There's a chance this runs the entire bull market. The chance that was, to me, that was the indication that the bull market had begun. Right here. This is why I long Bitcoin. This was the main reason I longed Bitcoin the other day. Because once I saw that the weekly did not have a cross, I was bullish, man. I was bullish long term. So I see we at least, I think actually now, the more I assess it, I say we get to all-time highs before this weekly starts to fall. I think we could all honestly get through most of the bull market before this weekly decides to have a turn off. Let's see how long the last weekly ran. These are weekly candles, so remember that. Here we had our cross on the MACD, and we ran up to our high here. That was 168 days, 24 bars. So here was our last one. We crossed till we got to that, and we're still going, really. That was 189 days. Then we were supposed to have a dip, but we didn't. Now it's been 224 days. And Bitcoin's been bullish now for 224 days. That's damn near a year, guys. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and now into October at 8 months. We're approaching a year almost. Like, can you believe how long ago that March drop was? And had you bought every coin on that March drop, you'd be so paid right now. You could have sold everything. That could have been your bull market. Literally, this could have been your bull market. You could get out now, call it a day. And now you can clearly see that the price is hitting these same areas of resistance. And if we look at it, guys, this is just like the 1 minute chart. Look at Bitcoin in an inverted head and shoulder. Shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. And then we can even just take the target. See, this is why I call this simple trading, because we just do the same thing over and over again. We don't reinvent the wheel on the weekly. We don't reinvent the wheel on the monthly. We just take what the chart's giving us, man. Look, 30% gains coming out of Bitcoin. That's nothing. That's nothing. Like, let's get real, guys. And people don't think 100K is possible. Like, they're just not. They're obviously not doing the math or not looking at the chart. Anyway, really healthy. Bitcoin on its way to 17,000, 18,000 is what I'm calling, even into the higher all-time highs. And if I take the bull pennant and we just take this here and we take the target of the bull pennant, which we broke out of right around there, that puts us at $25,000. And guys, we do this all the time with the 4 hour and we see it happen, and the 2 hour. These are just microcosms. We're in a giant universe where the time really doesn't exist. So the daily, the 1 minute, they're all the freaking same. The only thing that makes them different is your consciousness, you interpreting them different. But there's the same patterns playing out over and over again. Whether it's the weekly, the daily, the monthly, it doesn't matter. We can kind of learn what we learn from any time frame and reinvent it into a new time frame. So it's all about your brain, dude. It's all about your brain and how you can interpret the information. That's what's changing. Like, what makes a better trader? The interpretation of the information. We all have the same access to the same information, in my opinion. Even if it's a paid service, you could go and pay that service. So we all have the same access to the information. But It's about how you see the information. Like, I was able to see the information to a point of like, and I'm not smarter than any one of my subscribers. I really am not. None of us are smarter than the other. No human being is greater than the other being. It's all about experience and what you put into it and how much effort you put in. And you'll get out whatever you put in anything in life. You'll get out whatever you put in. So if you want it bad enough, you will get it. If you want to become an expert charter, you will become one. It's very simple. Now, what will happen is your emotions will make you make trades that the charts will tell you aren't good. You'll lose all your money and then you won't be able to trade. So really, it's happened to me before, man. Years ago, I put a lot of money into something in the stock market, thought it was going to go my way. It didn't go my way. And I had to take like a year off, right? Because like the mental pain of losing a lot of money isn't fun, dude. It's not. So I've been there, guys. Don't be me. And I keep going back to Niels Bohr, man. Research Niels Bohr. Such an amazing man. Such an amazing man. And if you research Niels Bohr, he had an amazing quote about experts. And this guy is, thought of to be one of the smartest people in the world, right? And he just said, an expert is a man who has made all the mistakes which can be made in a narrow field. To him, it was obvious. Like, he just broke it down for what it was. I've made all the mistakes, man. That's why you guys are here, so you don't have to make the same mistakes I made. So when I'm hard on people in my group or I want someone to start charting, it's because I knew that was my weak point. So I'm pointing out what was weak for me in my subscribers so they can become strong. So sometimes it may feel like it's tough love, but it's exactly what it is, Stellar Lumen, see, everything is in an uptrend, man. The trend is your friend until it's not. Look at the 5-minute. This thing's going to come back down to the trend line at the very least at 845 and continue. It's actually coiling up into the middle of the trend line now. Stellar Lumens, man, with a lot of news. The IMF, right? That's going to be crazy. Tonight is going to be big. Tonight, during the debate, we might see some price swing on these cryptos. I told you Monero was going to keep going. I said it over and over again. I said the war on privacy has begun. People see the value in Monero now. Anyone who has Monero would never want to give it up. It might become more valuable than Bitcoin. I'm not saying, philosophically, its network will never be this strong. But dude, look at the double bottom here, and now it's breaking out. And I got it. Look, I got this going 33% up to 162, and it's starting right now. So this is on the 4-hour, 6-hour. Just having a cross now. If we go to the daily, we're about to have a cross on the daily, and it's peaking out of this bull flag. So if you want to trade, and this has actually been impervious to any of Bitcoin's moves lately, Bitcoin going up and down, this thing does not matter. Look how many green candles it has on the daily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, it's just not stopping. So if you like money and you want to make a good trade, Monero at 128, dude, and moving on the daily right now. We could look at the 1 minute for you and try to get you the perfect entry. The most perfect entry. And right now it's actually starting to pump. The perfect entry on the 1 hour was here. Is you would have seen a pump, and we teach never to follow the pump. So you would have sat and waited for it to flag out like this. Then you would have drawn your trend line like I'm doing, because you have no other choice. That's what we have to do to find our parameters. And then you would have bought any time it got close to the trend line into a wick. You also see the moving averages all curling up. This is starting to move very, very bullish. It will come back down here. Look, the moving average has to meet it or come back down. See how they meet it or come back down like this? So right now you're in this period. See? Eventually going to go sideways. May come back down to support area here, 126. But this is where you want to buy it. Anywhere in here, you're gonna get lucky, man. 126 to 128.50. Telling you right now, we are overbought, so there's a chance that we go sideways or come back down to 126 region. Looking really nice right now. Monero, dude. 1 hour is spent. It's boomed up now. It's actually hit its target of this double bottom that it hit, and it hit previous resistance too, which it's gonna have. So these are its resistance points on its climb to the top, back to 137. But it's been doing really good, man. Monero has just been on a run. It's been on a huge run. It peaked though here at 138, kind of higher. Had a wick all the way up to like 145. Came back down. Now it's building new support. So here you guys basically say, oh, wait. It's in a falling wedge. The trend has changed, Sam. Do you see any divergence that's going to tell you when you can get in and when the trend ends? And you can kind of see it, not there, but you'll see it eventually. And there it is right there. Swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. And there was your entry for Monero at 119, telling you that this is probably the beginning of a new trend. Breaking out of this mini trend. Dude, Monero is something I need. Total privacy, can go anywhere in the world with Monero, and no one can do anything about it. Nope. The IRS is trying to crack it right now. Will they? Do you think they will, guys? I don't think so, man. Look, Zcash, I was really bullish on it. Starting to make moves. This is my one coin that I'm really like kind of feeling right now. And in the last minute. Okay, so it's all right since I started the stream. Sometimes I start the stream and I miss like total moves, which is fine, right? That's the value. I like to put my value here. And I'll get that value back here just like I'll get the value back in a coin, right? It's all about energy, man. XRP hitting 26 cents. Bullish on XRP right now. It's sitting in a bull flag as well. You can see on the 4 hour it broke out. I basically say buy the breakout of this area here. SRP breaks 26 cents. Dude, it's going back to 28 and a half at that resistance. From there, I know it may bounce around, but there's a nice chunk of change right there. So there's a nice trade for you. XRP, dude, at 26 cents, man. Nice to see XRP. Now XRP is starting to form an uptrend as well. You see XRP, once it breaks 30 cents, man, that'll be a wrap for it. Zcash is a Fed coin in Digital Currency Group's portfolio, which was created by 3 members of the Federal Reserve years ago. Dude, I like Zcash just because, you know, it's a fork of Bitcoin. Yeah, dude, live and breathe XRP. It's a fork of Bitcoin, man. Zcash. I don't think everybody knows that. It's a Bitcoin fork. It actually was a privacy coin too. It has privacy underlaid into it. Look up Zcash, man. It's actually a pretty good coin. So, wow, we're seeing Len make moves right now. Yeah, look, and you can play everything, man. Look, to me, this is a slanted inverse head and shoulders. So once you recognize everything too, you just like, it's not emotion anymore. You're like, oh, there's the pattern. And then you're like, okay. So whereas it basically gives you like, you're in the middle of the ocean with no GPS, no signs. You don't know where to go. You don't know what's going on. So the first thing you do is you draw your pattern and you're going to get your bearings. These patterns give you bearings in a world of chaos. And boom, there you go. And then you can say, okay. You start doing stuff like this. And you just let them sit. This has been a real annoying thing. I've been hitting that like 5 times. I don't know what it is. Why is it latent? There's 2.5% gains coming right now out of Lend. And it probably would take 10 minutes. So if you like to make 2% in 10 minutes, there you go. Anyone on Gemini and Coinbase, anything on Gemini and Coinbase will be successful. Yeah, for sure, because it's gonna get peddled to the masses. Pedal to the masses, man. That whole everything. Link, BAT, Zcash, XRP, XLM, Bitcoin Cash, ETH, and Bitcoin Cash. Yeah. Now, what I start doing is once things start moving really well, I start trading Bitcoin Cash. I have no affiliation towards it. You know, I know the whole scenario with Roger Ver and don't call it Bcash and all that other stuff. Link is ripping right now. That makes sense. Yep, 1166. It just boomed up hard off on the 1 minute chart from 1156. Wow, Link up nice. So there was your buy. And like, what would you do for Link? It's very simple, man. Say you wanted to scalp this on the 1 minute. You would draw your pennant. You draw your pennant like so. And then you would look for the blue line to cross, the red line, and you would buy in the pink. You front run the blue line. If you're with me, you would have seen, oh, double bottom, right? Maybe you would have saw a little bit of bullish divergence, maybe not there. But boom, dude, double bottom, and that's where you want to buy. Right here, the bottom of the trend line. And then you ride it up. And then you want to sell on bearish divergence, which is kind of coming here. We'll see. You could still stay in the trade, technically. Or once you get really, really oversold, you sell. You sell up here. So, like, as you see the RSI get this high, come on, that's a high point. 82 for the RSI, and you still want to be in a trade? You know? And there's 2% gains coming to you in not too long. Let's see. 35 minutes, you know? Yeah, you know what? And in 0x, and it also is connected to the DeFi space heavily. It's connected. It has a Polkadot connection. I saw a chart recently where it's basically kind of like, it's like liquidity, you know? And yeah. Wait, finally filled my slippage from earlier. Gains. Very good. Ren Kyber Network. Yeah, Ren and KNC too. We went over KNC heavily yesterday. And we came to the assumption that, you know, this dollar buy at KNC is going to be kind of something to remember. And KNC at $1, you know. I mean, don't say sorry. It was ripping. It was ripping. To me, that's ripping, dude. You were right. What is the cheapest? LRC is. See, you guys got Massachusetts has different coins. I still have yet to change my Coinbase thinks I live in New York City, right? I'm gonna have to go through some security thing to show them I have a new ID. Like, my ID isn't the same. It's not the same ID, and yeah, that's kind of weird because. Hold on, I want to go into my settings here, and I want to bring the brightness down a little bit. I'm like way too bright over here. Like, look, I'll be pale faced. Look at me. You can't even see me. I'll come down. What's the default? Always remember to breathe, man. Yeah, let's look at LRC. Right on my freaking sitting there. I didn't even need to find it. It was on the top. How funny was that? Right as you talked about it, it was the top coin. So LRC, man, is, look at it now, peaking, right? And now it's in an ascending triangle as well. Wow. So this is very bullish. Seems to be mimicking Bitcoin very closely. Yeah, this is loop ring LRC. Now, see, just hit this target here. Either we'll come back down and start to push out. Let's look at it on the daily. Wow, the daily thinks things about to rip. All these coins look really good on the daily. Yeah, BZRX too. Wow. But this looks good. Look on the 4 hour. Just had a cross already, but it's dealing with a bit of, you know, let's go back to the 1 hour. I'm sure we're going to see a head and shoulders. So now, yeah, so I already kind of have this in this. It's in an ascending triangle. Someone will kind of claim it's in a rising wedge. I think it's in an ascending triangle. That's not too, the point has to be higher and there needs to be more of an angle to it. So that's wedged up. I mean, this is about to roll out. There's not much more this can go through without busting out. I'm actually going to take a position in this right now because it's looking juicy. It's going to be my only trade, I believe, of the day. Waves pop for me, though. I told you guys, waves at 308, man. I put in a little 2.7. I didn't put a lot, 1360, but you know what? Let's ride that. We'll see where it goes from there. Link up now, $30. I only put $500 in Link. I buy $25 worth of Link a week, so that kind of covers my Link obsession. You know? Yeah, I'll definitely check out Wing. Let's look at Wing right now. But actually, hold on. I'm going to buy LRC right now. See, you almost threw me off. So we're going to do a smart trade. We're going to get into LRC. We bought some BNB today. Not at the greatest time. Probably going to make me money, though, no matter what, honestly. I bought BNB like 5 times last month. It's made me money every single time. 5 for 5, man. Not saying I buy a blind, but it is what it is. Litecoin up is a good buy right now, too. Yeah, Coinbase went down, dude. When Coinbase does that, that's how you know like things are about to pop off. It's a horrible thing, though, right? Oh, Coinbase is down. Oh, yeah. I can't get my money. Oh, yeah. It's a bull run. They need to fix their servers, man. That's laughable. They should get sued for that type of shit. Like, they should basically have a test center, and the test center should be like, how many people you signing up? What's the size of your bandwidth? And we should have some AI test their bandwidth substantiability by overpounding bandwidth. We basically could take a repetitive, you know how they have repeaters? We could take a constant repeater of a signal, and we could flood their bandwidth, right, to see if they could handle the server strength. Like, I'm making all this up. It's hypothetical, but I believe there's a way to test the strengths of that system before we get into a market where they can't handle it. Like, and they should look at the population. They should see how many people they could sign up realistically. They should kind of do a parameter, and they should be fucking 20% ahead on that bandwidth. And if they can't handle that, then they should shut down, because you can't stop trading or not let people have access to their money in the height of a market, you know? So Waves wicked my 324 take profit. There you go. There you go. But 324, man, you took take profit at 324. That's awesome. You're a smart man, then. When you sell on a wick, it's like the coolest feeling in the world, the best feeling in the whole world. So LRC coming down now on the 3-minute. Let's take a look at it. Let's see if we can get our best possible entry on LRC. So it should come back. If it's coming down, it should come back down to the trend line here at 17 evens, right? Might get bounced back up. We're not sure exactly, but even then, that's not a huge stop. Like, your stop loss isn't that bad. You're only going to lose like a tenth of a percent, because that's another reason why you want to buy coiled up, things that are coiled up. Say you buy something here, it can go up and all the way back down. There's just time to watch it. So you could have bought it here, unless you're trading it, getting in here, selling there, getting in here, selling in there, which is great. That's what you want to do. You want to basically trade the ins and outs of the pattern. Now, up until this point, there's really not much more profit to be had. And that's why you don't, this is them people buying and selling in the pattern. Now we're getting locked up. We're getting locked up. So that tells me that this is a good price to buy it at, even if it comes back down to the bottom of the trend line here at 17 even. It's at 17 and 0.1%, right? So I like this trade right now. I like it for many reasons. I'm going to go in pretty heavily. I'm going to go in for $3,000. Because it's the only trade I'm going to make today. I'm not going to make a lot of trades today. See, ever since they changed this, it's hard for me to see what's going on. So we're going for 3,000 on loop ring, okay? This is the idea that Bitcoin's going to pump a little bit. Dominance is in a good place. We've done our homework. Everything seems to be where we want it to be. So 3,000. The ask at 17.9. I'm going to play a little game with the ask and say that I go in. We'll go to the bid. And then I'll even go a little bit below the bid. I'll go to 17.1 evens on it, you know? And we'll see if we can get that at the bottom of the trend line. See, that's where it should go, the bottom of the trend line. So even if I make this 709, you know? And I might not catch it. If I don't catch it, fine. Like yesterday I didn't catch ETH up. It's okay. I'd rather not lose money than, you know, I'd rather not have a stop get hit instead of like making a trade that would have went well, right? Like, who cares? What I mean is sometimes you put your buy order in below where the price goes. And when the price goes too low, it kicks you out, right? So stop loss on this is I only can risk $150 a trade. So it has to be 5%. Has to be at 16,235. And let's go to the chart on the 4 hour. That's really where you want to start looking at your stop losses. 1 hour to 4 hour. I believe if it falls out of the pattern, it negates this as a trade completely. So anything below, like in this moving average, the 21 might help us out too. So anything here, 16.9 and below, I'm cool with the stop loss. Like, because in my opinion, like if that happens, it's either they're trying to wick me out, and I'd rather a small wick than a big wick, because if they're going to get you, they're going to get you, right? So I'd rather lose like 2 or 3% than 7 or 8%, and then I can get back into the trade. That will give me enough time to see that I got stopped out. I can look at it. I can enter the breakout, or I can enter the squiggly movement in the middle of the angle. But this is coiled up. One of the most coiled up coins I've ever seen. It also has a giant, look at this. You don't see the giant head and shoulders here. Shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. These break out immensely. And we're really sitting at the tipping point. It's my trade of the day. I'm calling it. You see I went for 3K. It's my only trade I'm going to make today. I'm trading lighter. I see that this bull run's coming in. I don't need to overtrade anymore. I don't need to try to find things. They're going to start coming to us. We're going to start making gains. So this booms up 9%. I'll put my stop loss to break even. I'll let this ride. And I'm basically trying to get all the way here to 21. If I get to 21, that'd be the move right there. 23%. I even calculated 3,000 times that 0.23. Make 690 on the trade. I'll be a happy man. I'm with you on this newbie FOMO coin. Yeah, dude, I like it, man. No, but Loopring it's got something to it too. It's got a team, a lot of people behind it. I'm liking Loopring right now. So for 3,000, 1709. I'm gonna hope the price comes to me. Let me look back though, because there's a chance the price doesn't come to me. So look at the 1 minute and really analyze this. Before I go in a trade, this is really what I do, man. It's I don't just take a trade. See here, let me zoom in here really hard. It's bouncing off the 21-day moving average, which is supposed to happen. So technically that is your entry. Like you're using a tactic, you know, like a known tactic. So because it's a known tactic to buy off the 21-day moving average, I'd like to see if the price keeps going below it or not. So this is kind of my idea here. Will it come and hit my stop, or is it done making lower lows? Is that the next low? Oh, there it goes. See that? Look at that. It just spiked right off the 21-day moving average. This thing's about to fly. I'm going to buy exactly what's there. I'm not playing games anymore. I'm going to create the trade. I think I may have missed my opportunities, honestly, on that one. If I waited for the price to get to me. And you kind of want things to be that hot. Look at waves just popping out right now. $48 now. And boom, it took us. But because I forced it, I'm down 13 already. I don't give a damn. It basically probably did a bit of a jump. But here, now we're up here. Let this thing rock. Yeah, these guys are going to buy the cheapest coins on Coinbase, so look for OXT to take a huge pump. And remember, we got guys like Portno now pumping things. Dude, Ontology coming back down to its lows, 56 cents. I haven't seen Ontology that low in a long time. Almost go. So there we go, man. We made our trade. We're sticking to it. The least we can lose is $150 on the day, right? And we know we're holding our gains from our Bitcoin run up. I'm not going to sell BAL until it comes back my way. I don't even have a stop loss on it anymore, 750, because I feel like I bought it at the very, very bottom. I've never done that. It's very rare to me not to put a stop loss. Don't do that if you don't have any experience. But if you're buying something, if you've charted it for hours and hours and hours and you think you have a handle on it, and your mind tells you, you know what, this is going to go down all the way, or it's going to, like 1291 here for Balancer. Look, it bottomed here at 1233. You could even say it bottomed down here at 1212. So to me, that's where the stop loss would have been hit. My stop loss would have been hit, and I would have lost way more money. Look at this. I'm only down $33. It went all the way to 12. If I had a stop loss and I got in at 13.5, that's basically 1/13 of 750, right? 1/10 is 75 bucks, right? So 1/13 is a little less, like $80, $90. So I saved myself $30 by removing the stop loss there, but it's only because I'm playing the idea on the bottom of this pattern. please always keep a stop loss. Don't take that as advice not to do it. Only do it if you're an experienced trader and you know what you're doing. Okay, I saw us bouncing off bottom support. I don't see us going down that low ever again. But hey, it could happen. I also am managing the trade. Like before I go to bed, I probably will put a stop loss. Sorry about hitting the mic like that. I might have hurt your guys' ears. I really apologize. I moved my chair as I went to speak. I apologize for that. So you're just like me, man. BNB. So here's my little crew. I'm in BNB for 1,500. I'm in LRC for 3,000. I'm in Uni for 500. I'm building a position in Uni. I think it's going to go to $10, $20 a coin. So I'd like to have some Uni in the bull run. And then I like Balancer because it's basically an exchange inside of the DeFi space, and it's doing really good. You can buy a lot of coins for Balancer. There's a lot of Balancer pairs going on right now. So yeah, we need BNB for the fees, and then Link. You got to have some Link. I got in at 10.99. I thought 11 was kind of a good spot for Link, you know? And then I'm going to choose to buy more on the next pullback. And even though I'm buying $25 worth of Link, I'd still like to have a $2,000 to $3,000 position as well that I'm trading on Link. And then this is Hollow Coin. I've owned it for literally since October. Don't even worry about it or look at it. It's kind of pointless. So anyway, that's where I'm at today. These kind of don't exist to me. BAL, Uni. Anything below $1,000, I just almost don't consider a trade. I'm sorry if that sounds rude to me. But after 10 years of trading and being in multiple trades of 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5,000, 10,000, you know, making 3,000 in a trade, 1,000 in a trade, then when you put in $500 in a trade, to me, I'm like, oh, so if 100% I can make $500. You know, that's what I made yesterday. I made 693 on Bitcoin. So it's yeah. So these are minimal trades. We're hoping we can squeeze them out before Bitcoin takes a full pullback. I think Bitcoin's gonna pop though. Bitcoin's looking bullish. Let me go back to Bitcoin real quick before I get out of here. To me, this is an ascending triangle. It's very bullish. Bitcoin's going to break out of it and go to 13.5. So I'd like to ride a USDT pair like LRC up there. Yeah, we did, man. I feel like I've taught everybody how to reach targets by now. Like, it's so simple. Like, if anyone asks me where the target is again, I'm not mad at you, Hadouken. I'm just going to say, like, if you guys are asking me where the target is, I thought I showed you guys how to do that. You go to the daily, right? You put in all your support and resistance lines first. So let me show you. Like, let's start with loop ring. On the phone, can't chart at the moment. I get it. I see what you're saying. I get that. So we're gonna look at loop ring on the daily. New coin too. A lot of potential. And look, it's a new coin. A lot of these new coins are up and then all the way down, and you're trying to find out when it's gonna come up again, right? But this dude, sorry, Nikolai, you're my good friend. Am I an ass sometimes? Be 100% honest, dude. Can I be an ass? Or do you take it as tough love? Or to someone that don't know me, could they take it as like being really fucked up? You know? No, you just got to let me know. I'm being serious though. Like, I need your help. I don't know, man. Be you, man. Fuck them, right? Yeah, okay. I like that. Here, I'm worried about loop ring here now, of course, after I make a buy. Now I see things that kind of worry me. I see this old game. When's the last time we saw this? Was on YFI. So, is this going to make a head and shoulders pattern and bounce on us? I wish I'd seen this beforehand. I didn't see it. I honestly didn't see it. But we could also say, though, how about this, though? How about this? Falling wedge, pop, right? Falling wedge, pop, right? Falling wedge. What do you think is going to happen? Pop, right? And what is the pop? If we just get what these other ones did, they all went to their peak. This one got halfway though. 25% gain still coming. I mean, to me, and look at the daily, man. We're about to have a blast off. So I'm building a bearish case, man. There could be a possible. It doesn't. Hey, 32% of the chance it breaks to the upside. So, OMG looking for a scalp on the 1 minute, making me hungry. Don't get me hungry. OMG sandwich. Let's look at OMG right now. 346. OMG looks amazing right now on the daily. Look, thing is about to rip. Look at it. Big come up. Found a nice bottom. Made a new area. Hitting the low bottoms again. These are on a new trend. Forming a really nice uptrend here. Dude, everything looks tasty, man. I'll be honest. Very tasty. OMC go. See, this is where you have to start. This is what you guys do, man. You want 1,500 in the coin. You got to start breaking it down into threes. You got to buy it 3 times. 500 different, 3 $500 buys. And then you want to ladder out in a month or 2. And that's how you're going to make a lot of money. I'm telling you right now. Find your positions. Make sure you balance them out. Don't be all at one. Don't look how the chart goes up and down. Don't be in all at once. Find your places to get in. I probably already missed the scalp on the 1 minute. Let's see what you're saying. And this is why my group is dope, man. We got eyes. Okay. I see what you're saying. It was about, let's break it down. And now you can see bigger, when you can see bigger patterns on the 1 minute, we couldn't see this before. Things just weren't this bullish. So either I wasn't able to establish them, one or the other, but now I'm able to see them clearly for what they are. A retest right now of this line, I mean, that's kind of the buy the retest. Price likes to bump right off this retest, man. It really does. You see retests more than, that's another reason why I love the 1 minute. It's going to show you, like, it'll teach you how to buy on the 4 hour. By slowly watching retests on the 1 minute, you'll be like, oh. And then you'll see a similar thing happen. And look, the price should bounce right off of here. So this is technically where you want to get in. I'm going to get in on this. I'm going to get in on this right now because that's called a retest. And you don't get those all the time. And the fact that we were able to see one, you know. So I'm going to make a $500 buy. I'm going to begin my allocation of OMG right now. Okay. I'm going to just begin it. On that daily, it's about to fly. So that's why I can put a smaller amount in. And then I know, you know what? No matter what happens to OMG, the daily's got me. So what are the odds I'm going to get a 20% stop loss hit on me? Which would make me lose $100, which is actually, I could even go more. I can go to a 25% stop loss. That's my $150. So again, guys, you may not have taken a tutoring session with me. I kind of talk about it, but part of my trading is you have to only risk 1% of your portfolio a trade. So if I go in for 500, I can risk $150 of that. So I can do a 24% stop loss. And this is why, and then it fits into my trading strategy. And this is why this works for me. Now, if I go in for 1,500, I can do a 10% stop loss. So going in for 1,500 or 500 doesn't matter to me because, because I want to basically, I'm locking in the idea that I'm always going to risk the same amount no matter how big or small the trade is, right? Like this waves trade, I'm up this much money. I'm obviously going to swing my profit into break even. I'm not going to risk the 10% anymore. There's no reason. No reason. So now, boom. And then, you know what? Like, see this waves trade? I may take that $50. Honestly. I may take that $50. I didn't think about it till right now. Then I was like, you know what? Once I'm up over 2.5%, that's my threshold to go to break even. I'm very quick to go to break even. And that's going to keep me profitable. I always want to have capital for the next move. Now, if I sell wave, it's going to put in, that's going to turn the 1360 into 1400, right? 1410 actually. And now I got 1410 for another trade waiting on the sidelines. And now I'd never have to miss anything. I can be like, okay. And look, I got in last night at 8 o'clock. And who knows when I really got in, because I said, that's when I set it. It should show me where it actually bought, right? It's so great when you set a buy and it buys it in the middle of the night. Like, I don't know exactly when it hit it. I could go through the chart and find 308 and time it out. It's all Army time, and then I have to see where I'm at. And I think it's UTC, not Eastern, you know, and stuff like that. But so fine, we made some trades today, even though I said I would not. I said I wouldn't trade, and I still went to BNB, LRC, and OMG. Let me look at waves. I may take profit on waves. Let me see yes or no. With that, I'm going to be here for 10 more minutes. I'll take any last requests. We'll go over some news possibly that need to be talked about, and then we'll go from there. So if we look at waves in the 1 minute, it had a huge head and shoulders that it really should have like flared all the way down from. But then it bounced off this and started to go up. To me, that's the beginning of it's on an extreme trend run. Look at it. It's curving out here, saying that we're getting a little low, but that was a huge, look at that. Very interesting pump and dump situation here. I think someone, that to me, that's a trade group that got a handle of waves. They pumped it and then they dumped it. And now waves is right back where it should be in the pattern that it wanted to be in the first place. Look at the 4 hour for waves. So waves is in this pennant, and this is kind of why I got into it that last night. And I said, and this is why I put my stop loss at 308, because the waves was up here, and it was either going to break out or it was going to come back down and touch the bottom of the trend line. I said, you know what? If it touches the bottom of the trend line, if I zoom in for you, that's 308, right? So that's why I put 308. I did some crazy math, and honestly, I got lucky on a wick. If you see it, I got really lucky on this wick. 308's right here on this line that I drew. So by golly, that's how I got into waves. And this is how expert traders, this is how they trade. They don't chase any price ever, really. They're always using support and resistance or some type of trend line, and they're always trying to kind of like, you know, hope for a wick or a fall in, because buying on a wick is great. Like, look at my stop loss now. It doesn't even get close to the price. See that? I kind of gave this trade away. Aggressive buy at the bottom of the trend line or buy the breakout and or retest with the stop loss, and boom. I show you your targets, everything. This is a given trade, honestly. Yeah, letting the price come to you, man. It doesn't always work. Like right now, I just chased loop ring, and I probably didn't have to. You know? Like now I'm down $2 or $17. Look, because I chased loop ring. It went down to 7.1. I should have got it at 7.1, but I saw that big candle. I jumped on it. I still like where it is, and I said if it goes down to 17 even, I'm okay. Like I'm all right with being down $40 on this trade. I got 3K in it, and I've done this for years. So something that a newbie might be like freaking out about, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't even like register on my radar. I'm just like, oh yeah, that's a trade. Let's watch the trade. There we go. It was. Do you have a buy order on OMG, or do you already buy? I know I already bought it. I bought it here at 345. 345. OMG's about to blast off. Well, you get it at 337, 345, anywhere below 350. I think you're going right. I hate to be a macro like overextended trader on that and just kind of throw out a blanket idea, but it is, man. Hey, don't do anything on my account, man. I'm a beginner, man. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy on YouTube trying to put together some ideas. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm a beginner trader. I have no clue. This isn't financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. It is a chosen coin. Dude, Crypto Mike, riddle me this. Do you remember accumulating OMG in 2016? Because I do. Or 2007 in the bull run. I can show you videos where people were telling me to buy OMG. Look, this guy, if you don't know this guy, Crypto Love, man, he's awesome. Randall. I hope to become good friends with him one day. I freaking love this guy. Such a cool dude. But if you go back, he likes to use girls and stuff in some of his videos. Back in the day, he would always have a bikini, like chicks with bikinis and stuff. But if we go back to his first video ever. Okay. I'm going to try to show you where I first learned about. This guy he's been making videos for a long time. He's been making crypto videos forever. See, look, there's a bikini girl. He was doing he always had a hot chick in his videos. Smart idea, I think. He was one of the only guys doing that, you know? It might help his views, man, for a little while. Look, here he's talking about VeChain in August of 2008. The 5 best cryptos, ADA, Cardano, 2 years ago. I mean, I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna spend the time doing this because this guy, he's the reason. He was my main guy. Lisk. He was telling me to get into Lisk back in the day. Lisk to $100. Lisk and OMG were kind of next to each other in the charts. You know. I'm trying to go way far back. He's been using YouTube forever, man. Look, Lisk is better than Ethereum. Like, so funny, right? You have to remember, there will be some coins that are better, but they just won't catch on and they won't have the team. So it really won't matter. You know? Look, Bitcoin to $500,000, he's saying 3 years ago. So here we are. This guy was telling me, dude, top 5 cryptos under $1 to max your billions. Dude, let's watch his video from 3 years ago and just see how smart he is. Okay?
What is up, crypto love watchers? Today we have an exciting video.
Love this
All right,
dude.
this
He's
could
awesome.
be my best one yet.
He's mad funny too.
Could get a lot of views, to be honest.
The funniest
A little
dude on
bit of
YouTube, I swear to
nervousness.
God.
Could call it performance anxiety.
Yeah, Nels fell off,
You know,
man. Nels fell off.
doesn't usually happen.
That's a good
But
time to buy Nels, 27
today,
cents.
We
I
have
can see it
for
in my
you
mind, 27 cents.
the 5. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Anyways, wait, what am I doing? Likely that a token less than $1 could multiply 1,000-fold versus something that's like $50 or $100. Could
So no limit coin he liked back then. It's funny.
America. Coin is now, and why is this? Well,
Look,
the government
he's
wants to.
talking about OX. This is 3 years ago. You brought it up today, Mike. And this is why being in the space, like, I just have the experience and the knowledge. I've watched thousands of these videos. I've understood something, like, you know. Crypto Love is the best, man. Randall was the man, dude. Funniest dude ever. But look, he's in 0x. 0x, man. He's telling you.
So much talk, not so much. So
He really breaks down why. Look,
Look at
Gollum.
balls,
Like,
ridiculous.
he liked Gollum
and I
back
bought
then.
somewhere here, but
Civic.
I think
He liked Civic at 52 cents. Let's see. So he got into Civic in 2017 at 52 cents. Like, you just backtest his charts. This is what people should be doing, but no one does it. You know, go to a YouTuber. Like, find the coin they're discussing, right? So he's talking right now. What coin was he showing you right there? Was Civic, right? Pretty sure it's still around. Hopefully. I'm pretty sure I have it still too. We'll look at the Bitcoin because we know the tether pair wasn't around that long. So he told you to get into Civic in 2017, early too. Like, let's find out where he tells you to get in. Look at the daily. So it's not charting. I guess it wasn't on Binance yet. Like, it wasn't. He told you. I mean, just saying. It's up here at, like, in 2018. It's sitting here at 4780, right? And in his video, Satoshi's. In his video, it's sitting at 11,000 Satoshis. But Bitcoin changed. I don't know, man. I'm trying to prove his record. His record. He's amazing, dude. He told me about Cardano at 2 cents. He told me about XLM back in the day. Like, this guy, and he's only going to do it again. So if he's mentioning a coin right now, in my opinion, you should think about it, because the guy is an OG in the space and he knows what he's doing, you know. Look, top 10.
Boom shakalaka, what is going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Episode that looks that they are exploring to add to Coinbase. And guess what happens when coins are added to Coinbase? There is a Coinbase pump, because there's so much more liquidity added to the market. People who can get them now get them. They market buy them. The price goes up. If you just want proof, type in Coinbase pump into Google and look at all of these things. 200+%, 50.
When you mean Fed coin, what are you talking about? How do you know these are Fed coins? Where did you get that information? How did you learn that? How did you learn that? I'm very interested in your ideas here. While I search his video for the coin he's talking about. Well, a lot of talking.
10 most likely that I think would be added. And then in a couple months, we'll see which ones actually, which would then be the...
So this is what he thinks are going to be added. Ampleforth, Anchor Curve, DeFi Money, Elrond Gold, Paxos Gold, Paxos Standard, Reserve rights. I have an idea too with these gold. I think they're going to start making gold peg because they know people buy gold, and they're going to research the gold market, and they're going to say, well, if we have a gold coin, we'll take up more of that market. So I think that's actually huge too. So 16 likes, dude, that's awesome. One of the best days ever. I appreciate that, guys, and no dislikes. I like that. I did an interview with Kent Lewis, who did a research report on the Federal Reserve and how they created Ripple, Coinbase, Zcash, Civic, Kraken, and others. Really? Brian Armstrong is basically a Federal Reserve freaking alien mind bot? Jesus. He looks like a bot. He looks like a little bot, dude. Look at the picture he used here. Like, fucking, it's kind of how the guy looks without even doing that to his eyes, dude. 1 Bitcoin or 32 ETH, which will get you rich?
Boom shakalaka, what's going on, everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's episode, we are going to go into the age-old question.
That's a good question.
Dare
right
I
now.
say 1 Bitcoin or 32 ETH? We're going to take a look at what.
This is why I think USDC will succeed wildly. Yeah, look at the Ripple board. Tells you everything you need to know. Kraken is now a bank. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, but in Wyoming though, where they hate bankers, and I thought that was basically an anti-bank thing. I do think they're trying to get in our heads, man. You know.
All the things that
This is
science
crazy.
tells us would have stopped the spread. Of this virus. In fact, a report this morning that had well over 100,000 people who could have been saved if we had engaged in those practices as science dictated, but was not followed.
I do think the bankers create it and they want you to hate it at first. So they want the masses not to like it. But how come us Braveheart weirdos, we like it? See, that's what's messing me up. Usually you are controlled before you know you're controlled, right? Like they have us in a bubble before we think we're in a bubble. So when you think you're leaving your bubble, it's the bubble they want you to go into. You're not a freedom fighter. You're not a revolutionary. You're still a brainwashed kid until you're at the very top of this whole pyramid and you can figure it out and you're sending the brainwash down, you're brainwashed. So I am brainwashed, of course. If you don't know that, if you think you're still free, it's not, because you've been given subconscious signals your whole life. Any of your original thoughts may be original from the center of your brain, but they get tweaked by influence once they reach out into the world, right? It's kind of like how blood turns blue when it comes out of your skin, right? The second you let things out, they change identity, right? And they know that, and they're doing that to us all the time. So to unbrainwash yourself is to establish the brainwash you're under. Even me, I could be the most clear, amazing. A lot of my friends think I'm such an out-the-box thinker, but maybe I'm brainwashed to be like that. You know, I've watched a lot of YouTube, right? So what influences are being affected my subconscious mind? And it's almost impossible because I don't have an eye on my subconscious mind. I don't have a meter that's finding out exactly what I'm taking in and what I'm not. And that's why it's very important not to watch and read everything, guys. Like, you know those videos online, like watch a ghost? There's some creepy, like watch a person die. You can see people die on YouTube. Like, stay away from that stuff, man, because it's going to get entered into your subconscious mind, and it's going to affect you whether you realize it or not. You know, the new financial system was already set up in 2008. That's what I was thinking, man. So you think, so go to the, I want to see this all. We got to put this together. See, this is what Crypto Mike, I think this is why his niche channel really hits it, is he spends hours on this stuff. And he put all this kind of, you know, his videos are in depth. He takes a lot. I think before like Crypto Mike, it looks like before you make a video, it looks like you're spending a day or two on the concept. And you're actually like, because your videos are so intricate and deep, like you couldn't win them out like I'm doing these live streams. Like it looks like you have to actually create a roadmap. Looks like you take a lot of time thinking about it. And I think that's why you got so many subscribers, because you don't prepare any of his. Look at this. He says he doesn't prepare any of his videos. This is nuts. So to me, it looks like you're like Well, you may not think you're preparing, but your subconscious mind is digging, man. No, he's gone so deep. He's gone as deep. I'm telling you, I've been to the XRP. This guy, that one guy, Crypto Love. I see what you're saying too. Like, you don't even have to kind of prepare. I mean, I guess I'm immersed too. That's why I don't like. I can wing it, and I know what's going on because it's my life. Like, I'm the crypto lifer. I'm not doing anything different. Okay, I really like this guy's channel. That's why I'm going to talk about it again. David Smith. I've been watching all his calls, and they come free, and they're pretty good. Now he's saying DOT is going to tank in a descending triangle. Interesting. DOT moving down, 84% profited on X5 leverage. So he's been basically shorting DOT. Yeah, David Smith trading. This guy's awesome, man. And Patrons of the Moon, dude. I love Patrons of the Moon. If you guys aren't following Patrons of the Moon, he knows what's going on, man. Core dips are getting bought up quick. Looks like we'll be breaking out of resistance anytime soon. So KORE, he says, will be the next CORE. So there's a core. Looking like we're heading on a moon mission. He's interesting, man. EasyFi. He's obviously into the Uniswap games, but PayPal to enable crypto purchases with the help of Paxos. What's weird is I went on PayPal last night and I clicked everything I could. I tried to change it and I couldn't find any place where I could buy or sell crypto at all. So Mike, you posted something where it said like, congratulations, you're welcome to the new blah blah blah. Actually, I'm sorry, that was a late chart on DOT. Actually, no, it wasn't. David Smith is still. When did he post this? At 9:57 a.m. Yeah, he's been shorting DOT basically 16%. How much leverage did he use, right? DOT moving down on 5 times leverage. Yeah, so 5 times 10, 5. Yeah, he made 80% shorting DOT, right? I'm just saying he's shorting it on the Bitcoin chart. So we're using the USDT chart. So that's why. That's the difference. Yeah, you can't move your crypto out of PayPal though. I think that's corny. I did read that, and to me, I'm not into that. If I can't move my Bitcoin out, I'm not buying it there. But you know what? Hey, yeah, man. I think Bitcoin will go to 20K this year. This year, we're gonna reestablish the all-time high, and then 2021 is gonna be an entire year of a bull run, like the entire year. We're just gonna be taking money, man. We're just gonna be getting it in. So get ready, guys. Like, we're actually at the precipice. Don't make stupid trades. Get your money together. You know. Yeah, 346 million people. Insane, dude. Insane. And yeah, a lot of these kids buy crypto. My friend, I bought Bitcoin with Robin, and he doesn't even realize he can't send it anywhere. He doesn't even know how to send Bitcoin anywhere. These kids don't even realize you can buy and sell. You can send it around, right? Earn cake by being a liquidity provider for SXP and BNB on Binance Smart Chain. 2 times rewards for approximately 7 days, followed by 1 times ongoing. To wrap your SXP from an ERC token, just deposit SXP into your Binance account and withdraw via the Binance Smart Chain option. Can someone teach me this stuff? I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I need Theo to kind of like show us what's going on. Stack them and swipe them. SXP joins the syrup pool. Syrup holders, this time to get a flavor of your 5th syrup pool project, swipe. Stake syrup, earn SXP. He's moving the Sol stop loss into 2. So Sol's starting to move. Very, very good. Very, very good. What's up with my trades? Kind of going sideways. Waves still holding that 42 air at 318. I think Waves is about to make a big wave, big breakout. So we'll probably get $100 out of Waves. Let's take a look at Sol right now. 205. What do I see happening for Sol? Let me see if I can make a prediction. Well, the 1 minute's about to fly, so you're good there. Get out of here. I forget that I have the paintbrush on when I'm trying to move the charts around. It happens every day. A few times a day. They should make this faster and easier. Some shortcut buttons. I'm a video editor, so like I'm used to shortcut buttons and stuff. So anyway, boom, rising wedge. Or is it an ascending triangle? It's a rising wedge if we bring that down. At the bottom of the trend line, this is where you want to buy right here, because it's going to go 1, 2, 3. It's going to pop out. With a leverage trade, that's easy. 15% on 10x leverage right there. So like this is a trade we could make on 10x leverage, right? I would enter right now. I'll show you. I would buy it right now. It's at the bottom of the trend line. I'd put a 0.5% stop loss. Actually, I'll go below the next wick just in case they wick you out. At 1.08. Yeah, show me how the cake works. Theo, can you like, dude, I'm gonna have to do a screen share with you one day, and you're gonna have to show me how to do this stuff. I can only learn by, that's why I do my tutoring, because that's how I learn. So I don't even understand any other way. Like I can go to other videos and someone needs to sit with me, and I need to spend the focus on just that one time, and we need to work with just that. And we go from there, then anything is possible, right? So I would buy the bottom of the trend line right now. This would be my purchase, 206, 205.98. If I could have gotten the bottom at 205.43, that would have been the move. But buy right now, stop loss at 1%. You put 10 grand in this. So you can only lose $100. And this is how you would trade this. It's going to go back to the top. And if you could trade it with leverage, you're going to make 15% on the 10x leverage. Now, this has a 68% chance of a break to the downside. Remember that. But it's oversold. It's got a curve right now on the MACD. Everything's going for you to get back to the top of the trend line. This trade looks butters. So this is how you scalp. You make sure you're oversold if you can. You make sure you're in the pink with the blue line curving, which we got. You make sure at the bottom of the trend line, which we have. And then you basically buy into a wick. You wait for it to wick down, you buy into the wick. So you would have gotten your 205 right here at the bottom of the trend line. Excellent. And then you can clearly see the divergence. Swing low to swing low goes this way. It's so, I mean, I clearly see that's not even close to clear. You almost have to be an expert and like out of your mind to see it, but I see it. But there it is. There's a swing low to swing low, and then the RSI is beginning it. And this is really where we're seeing it live now. When you're swinging this around, that's when you know you actually hit it, when you're doing this. So we're here now we're here. So basically I'm trying to establish bullish divergence at the moment. And if you can do this in real time, we're either here or where we're going to go. I'll wait for it. In a couple minutes, we're going to know, right? So now it could be breaking out of the, now this is the thing, it could be breaking out of the pattern. And this is why your stop loss has to be so close, because you're either breaking out of the pattern or you're getting in at the perfect time. And that's why it's risk. It's high risk, high reward, because you're either trying to catch a falling knife or you're banking on that. Yeah, PayPal is just a magnified version of Robinhood right now for crypto. It's got so many. I love PayPal. I've been using PayPal for years, and I really like them, man. They're a back end of my business for a long time, and I've never had an issue with them. I don't like Swipe. I've had issues with other coins, other issues with other providers, payment operators. I love PayPal. It's operated without. Oh, so wow. So we didn't break out. Look at Omasi Go came back down here at 342. So I took a hit there. $5 hit. That's why I didn't put a lot of money in. See? We're just building a position. I know on a macro scale, that's a good place to get in. So, and look, bottom of the trend line, that's actually where you want to get in, right here. But damn, we fell back into the pattern. Kind of sucks. Negates the idea that we might bust back up. But we'll see. And then let's look at LRC one last time. 13 million Robinhood users. Yeah, we're gonna 100x that, right? 300x that. Oh, someone wanted me to look at Wing. Sorry. You wanted me to look at Wing and Rope. I didn't forget. ChartX. ChatX Pro. It brings up my Boston accent when I go to ChatX. Dude, can you chat that up for me, dude? Chat it. I'm like, I got it, dude. I chatted it. I chatted it yesterday. What do you mean? I had some chowder, then I chatted it. What are you talking about? So I got a New York and a Boston accent because I lived in New York. So talking about, what are you talking about with a Boston accent? How you talking with a Boston accent? That don't make any sense. You from New York? You from Boston? Where you from, dude? You got to get it straight, kid. This looks just like Bitcoin yesterday. Oh, it is wrapped Bitcoin. Look at this. I'm like, this looks just like Bitcoin yesterday, guys. It is Bitcoin, you freaking donkey. All right, so rope ain't here. Maybe I have to go to CoinTrader Pro. So if you can't chart it, go to CoinTrader Pro. I'm a trader, dude. I like to trade coins. The fuck you mean, dude? I fucking trade in these coins, guy. What the fuck, man? It's fucking crypto, dude. That's my Boston accent. No, I got you, man. Come on, man. I'm an all or nothing person, dude. I don't BS anybody, man. If I said I'm gonna do it, it better be done. Wow, rope tanked, huh? Yikes. Rope took a beating, dude. Yeah. Uchi wally. Took a beat down, huh? Look at this thing, dude. It was going great. Looked like it was about to break out. See, this looks like see, this is the thing. This is how I almost know it's a Uniswap coin, man, because you don't see anything like this. You don't see anything like this in Binance. Like, not like this. Like, this is weird, dude. Like, I'm not saying you don't see manipulation in Binance, but yeah, so we had our flag. Thought I was going to keep flagging. And again, though, this is why my system will always help you. If you're in my system and you were trying to buy this, I would have told you to draw your flag, right? And then I would have said to buy on the bottom of the trend line, like right here, and then keep your stop loss like right here. And then you would have come up, and if you didn't take some profit here, then you're not watching my channel, right? You wanted to keep holding. And then boom, dude. So this may not be a good long-term hold. Who knows though? It's oversold now, like you read about, like you've never seen in your life. Ooh, it looks like it's getting worse. This looks like it could get worse. I think it fell more while we were watching it. Damn, man. Yesterday it was $1. Oh, now it's $48? Wait. Hold on. You mean it was $100 yesterday? Yeah, it was $100 yesterday. That's what you mean. Yeah, not $1. I was like, dude, you can't, don't mess with my brain. I'm so on point that like any little freaking start fucking with me. Then I'm like, dude, I thought I had it. You told me I'm a wizard, but I'm like, I'm autistic savant, right? So don't fuck with me. Because I'm on the spectrum. That's why I'm able to do this, you know? So you can't like, I start going on. I'm like, wait, and then the math just like the computer starts literally overloading because I'm like, the numbers aren't right. All right, we want to look at one last thing for you. Yeah, they're pulling the rope. All right, wing. You asked for wing for like ages now. I'm so sorry. Wow, wing just boomed. That would have been a nice come up. So had I looked at it a minute before, I would have made 10% in 2 minutes. This went up 10% in 2 minutes. 10% in 2 minutes. Are you kidding me, guys? 10% in 2 minutes? Damn. That's why you buy these rounded bottoms. That's all I can say. You know? And you can clearly see the divergence, like swing low. And the RSI is like, nah, dude, I want to go to the upside, man. You know? And that's how you know, like, when these start fighting each other, it's telling you we're going up later on. So this indicate another thing I want to point out is this is telling you where we're going to go here. It's preemptive. It's not really we're going to go here. It's telling you the momentum's taking you up further up. It's a bigger idea, right? So you might not see it immediately, but it's kind of pushing it, you know? Did you sell wing though? If you didn't hold wing till now, you got to be pissed, right? Like, it's like, damn. Let's look at the 1 hour. So there was the clear bullish divergence right there. And there was where you buy wing right there. And honestly, these are the easiest to find. Because normally we get 1 or 2, 3 hits. This one had like 7 hits in a row. And what I call these is extremely, I don't want to use the word exaggerated because that's an actual term. But I should say accentuated. This is accentuated bullish divergence, like to the point, you know. So my group got you into Wing, man. And boom. I hope you guys are still in it and clearing up. Now, do you sell now? No, honestly, it's telling you still got some room to go. The issue with Wing is I see a lot of lack of liquidity. There might be a chance where you can't get your perfect sell in or out. But it's at the bottom of its lifespan, right? This is the double bottom here on Wing. Isn't it a Justin Sun coin though, man? Everything he pumps, I feel like, look, I'm going to show you something now, right? Look what he does. He comes out with new coins and then he tanks them to the ground. There's no telling this will come back to all-time highs. 1650 you want to get out at? Hey, that's a good price. It's very possible. That's humble. That matches up with this level of resistance and support right here. 1780 and then right below it, 1725 even. So you're being conservative and smart right below possible resistance. We did have our cross already, a little bit of momentum. We got to fight through the moving averages. This thing is in the dumps, man. I don't even like really trading coins. Like, it hasn't established an uptrend at all. The first thing it does is it make it through the moving average. We got to go from there. I'd sell it like around now, man. I think people just get rid of this thing soon. I would take that pump and be out of my way, but that's me. Not everybody's me. There's about to have a cross in the 1 minute, so take that for what it's worth. Maybe you can pump it up a little more. And the daily looks all right. Let's see the daily. Got no information. Now, one thing I want to show you is these are all Justin Sun coins, right? Let's look at Wing, Sun, and Just. They all have something in common. They go up, and then they just freaking tank. He creates them, and then he dumps them. I know if I go to Just, it's going to show us the same thing. And I'm just trying to show you that be careful of these Justin Sun coins, man. Just Swap. It's all supposed to be great, right? He seems like to know exactly what he's doing when he makes these coins. Look, I knew it. Before I even looked at it, I knew it was going to look like this because this is what Justin Sun does. He comes up with a hot coin. You guys pump it. Look, he creates something out of thin air. Dude, he creates something out of thin air. Watch this. Dude, look what he does, though. He creates something out of thin air. He gets it up to almost a penny. He sells it on your ass. Guarantee he's out of the project, right? He has all his money. I think CZ is way more. No. CZ's an honorable guy. CZ, I wouldn't want to. That's my opinion, though. I don't put CZ and Justin Sun anywhere near the same place, honestly. I really don't. I think CZ is far more honorable, but that's just my opinion, and I could be completely wrong on that. I could have no idea what I'm talking about. So yeah, I don't play these Justin Sun coins, man. I really don't. Oversold, whatever you want, it's got to come back. Not every coin has to come back, honestly. Like, these could be created for these reasons. Like, this is if you're seeing a pattern, right? No, Litecoin is Charlie Lee, man. CZ is the head of Binance. Yeah. You went in a Wing. I'm not saying it's a bad trade. Please, guys, you guys might do something different than me, even though we all follow like the crypto lifer idea. I want you to be individuals, right? So it's good that you don't. Holy shit. What was that? What was that? Hello? Yo, what was that? That just shook the whole house, bro. Like, what the? Yo, that went right to the... We got to do something, man. Is that the frackers? Write that down right now. Write down the time, please. 12 o'clock, even. Thursday, 10/22/20. They just blasted so much, it rocked my whole house. I thought there was an earthquake. Did you guys feel that? I felt like you guys could have felt that. Did you guys feel that? It went right through the microphone, dude. I kind of want to run back the live stream real quick. They go up and then they just freaking tank. He creates them and then he dumps them. I know if I go to Just, it's going to show us the same thing. And I'm just trying to show you that be careful of these Justin Sun coins, man. Sorry to waste your time with this. I think it was just like, it's all supposed to be great. right? Sound like a gosh damn earthquake. He seems like to know exactly what he's doing when he makes these coins. Sorry, look, I had curry last night. That's funny as hell. Before I even looked at it, I knew it was going to look like this because this is what Justin Sun does. He comes up with I want to hear this live. Hold on. You guys pump it. Look, he creates something out of thin air. Dude, he creates something out of thin air. Watch this. Dude, look what he does, though. He creates something out of thin air. He gets it up to almost a penny. He sells it on your ass. Guarantee he's out of the project, right? He has all his money. Love this display. I think CZ is way more. No. CZ's an honorable guy. CZ, I wouldn't want to. That's my opinion, though. I don't put CZ and Justin Sun anywhere near the same place, honestly. I really don't. I think CZ is far more honorable. But that's just my opinion, and I could be completely wrong on that. I could have no idea what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I don't play these Justin Sun coins, man. I really don't. Oversold, whatever you want. It's got to come back. Not every coin has to come back, honestly. Like, these could be created for these reasons. Like, this is if you're seeing a pattern, right? Sorry to waste your time with this, guys. Litecoin is Charlie Lee, man. CZ is the head of Binance. Yeah. You went in a wing. I'm not saying it's a bad trade. And please, guys, you guys might do something different than me, even though we all follow, like, right here, the crypto lifer idea. I want you to be individuals, right? So it's good that you don't. Holy shit. What was that? Dude, what was that? Scary shit, dude. Like, oh my God, dude. I thought we were we were in a freaking earthquake, man. I thought I was experiencing an earthquake, dude. Like, oh my gosh, man. This is really live. Are we really? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Damn, man. And I had Ethereum. I knew Ether was gonna pump today, because when Bitcoin pumps, Ether is the next thing to pump. And look at it hitting rejection. Ether's about. This is how I knew Bitcoin was about to fly. This is how I knew, man. It hits that door too many times, it's gonna rock. So right now, Ether looks like it's about to fly. Look at it, guys. It's hitting resistance. It's going to come back down. And the third time it hits resistance, it's on the way. Damn. I still can't believe that rumble, dude. Like, that was insane. It went right through the microphone. Like, XRP will pump with ETH. They'll pump together because they're in the market class where the trickle theory. Look, I sold my Bitcoin. You got to look at it. Expert traders are a step ahead. I'm not trying to call myself an expert trader, but I've been in the game a long time. So I'm doing probably more instinctive behavior than a beginner trader. That's a nice, humble way to say it. I have more instinctive behavioral patterns with trading than a beginner. If I start doing something on my own, I know that other traders, and basically the people who control the market are the more experienced traders. They control the market. Guys, this is it right now. We're breaking out. We break this line here, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, dude. Call it a day. Stick a fork in it. It's done. Ether going to the moon. Now it's going to retrace, and this is going to be its new bottom at 415. And you're going to say, damn, I should have bought Ethereum at 415. This is when you open up your freaking Coinbase account and you buy Ethereum. Because you don't have a choice, man. You know, like, you add to your long-term holdings here. That's just what you do. Even if there's going to be a pullback, I think we'll go up to 5. We get pulled back to 350. Who knows? But this, in my opinion, ETH, I'll add to my stack. Right now, I'm buying 1.17 ETH on Coinbase. $7 fees, man. Fucking bastards. Excuse my language. Sorry about that. Shouldn't be swearing on YouTube. It's hard not to swear when your house is about to freaking collapse and you think the world is ending. Jesus. LRC, dude. Look at that. We're up $18. Dude, I think we're going to cake off. Look, Waze up 58 now. The day's going well for us. The day's going well for the life. Hey, buddy. And we're going to get out of LRC like anywhere between $100 and $500 somewhere. Like, I'll be happy with that. Yeah, but I'm just jumping in, man. You got to jump in on the Ether right now. And look, nice work. Done. You guys can see that? Does it show up? Can't really see what it says though, right? But it's there. It really does. Oh, if I bring the lighting down, maybe, yeah, there you go. So I bring the light down. Damn it, why is this? I'd purchased Ethereum, okay, on Coinbase. All right, I added to my long-term stack. ETH. You gotta hold ETH, man. If you don't hold ETH, you're bugging out. You're just doing the wrong thing. But, oh, let me look at my my little stack. I also keep a Coinbase wallet now, and I forget there's a whole stack of all these Uniswap coins in here. Collectibles. I got Sushi token in here. I got Parsec. I got Darwinian Commitment, Katon. I got Lock token. I got Squirrel Finance, which is nuts. And I have YFFI. I got into YFFI. It was starting to move like the other ones. Now it's like $10 a coin. So I got beat hard. I paid $300 for it. I lost $280 on that. And I have a collectible. I have a rareable collectible. I bought my first rareable collectible. It's this Bitcoin. Bitcoin occupies Wall Street. Kind of cool little. Damn it. I guess you guys will see it one day. I'll have to make a screenshot. I'll do this. What I'll do. I'll put a screenshot. I'll put it in Telegram. But this is my collectible. My first collectible ever. So I begged my friend today to come to the live stream. He refused. But he says he trades for a living. I don't understand why he wouldn't want to be in a room full of traders. Right? Like, I don't get it. Let's check out Loopring. See, now the only issue is about, getting into the mindset that you do everything right. Like, I'm not saying I do everything right, but I feel like I put so much time in that when a trade doesn't go right, it's like, why are you not going right? You're all supposed to go the right way every time. Look at Link, dude. Link just blasted off. We could have just scalped Link. It's leading the pack, man. We're having an alt season. So what's going to happen now is, I'm calling this now. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to come back down to the bottom of this channel. I don't think it's done, right? Which is put it at 12.8. And it's going to sit here between 12.9 and 12.8 for the next 5 to 6 hours. And that's going to be our time to shine, dude. And then maybe tonight, where Asia wakes up, 8 p.m., I think it's... Yeah, you don't want to fall. I can teach you how to not... I don't trade coins like that. And I'll show you why. If you go to Wing and you just... Number one, it doesn't have a USDT pair. The second something doesn't have a Tether pair, I don't really want to trade it. Like Cake, only BUSD. And look, you can see the spacing here on the 1 minute. When I don't have full control, like if I go to a well-known coin like Uni and I go to the 1 minute, it fills every slot. This is price action, people buying and selling. That's what's creating these, right? So when I go to Wing and I see that it's spaced out like that, I know there's no liquidity, right? It doesn't even it can't fill the bars. Someone's buying here, then someone's selling here. It might be hard to get out of the trade. They might not have people to take your trade. I would just market sell this and get the fuck out of it. Excuse my language, but I'd be dumb happy that you made this move. And look, it already gave up half the move. Like I said that. Like, look, I said to sell it up here, man. Look, it already gave up half of the move. It already gave 7% back. It got pumped and dumped by Pump Group, man. I think Amat did well. He took my system and he found overbought things, but there's a philosophy involved. And like, I don't touch, you gotta look at the philosophy, right? So the fundamentals do have some, some people say it's all technicals. No, there's fundamentals. Like, this is a dump coin, right? This coin ain't going back. Look, this coin ain't going back to this. They said there was $120 a coin, this thing? Wing? In September? This thing was $100? $126? It does have a USDT pair. I don't think so. You say it does? Are you talking about Win? Let me see. You're probably right. I'm usually wrong. Because I jump the gun sometimes. So let me see. I know myself. So it has a USDT pair, but like, I don't know, man. So look, this is probably why I'm looking at it wrong. Let me see. And you're probably right on it. I think you're going to become a better trader than me, man. I really believe that. You're on point, dude. I've been watching you more than you've been watching yourself. So look at this thing, dude. Yeah, I got like, I know exactly. Everyone in my group, man, I study you more than you realize. I'm so analytical. I watch all your words. How someone speaks, I can tell where they're going. You know? Very smart, dude. To take 10% is dope. Yeah, see, look, it gave up half the move. Is it spotty on liquidity here? Yeah, see, look. It's still got spottiness. It's still not, it doesn't have the liquidity. It just doesn't. Hey, man, it could go up even more. It probably could have been your winner. There's a double bottom here. Don't always take my advice, man. Like, I feel like a lot of people say, if I sell, they just immediately sell. Hey, I just, and that's the thing, man. You probably look back and be like, damn, man, why did he make me, I should never have sold out of that. But there's better tokens, man. There's so many better coins right now than that fucking shit token, man. Like, let's get real. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, let's make like Raven coin, dude. Like, that's a freaking token, dude. And that doesn't have the liquidity, but that's like, to me, it's got Patrick Byrne, T0. Gonna do its thing, right? Loop ring, maybe. Nah, no way you've given good ideas. Check my chart in Telegram. Watch this. I like I hit the button and it comes up on the left. I love that. Like, boom. And go to the charts. Actually, wait. And go to the charts. That's see, this is my left is a window. There's nothing over here. The screen's actually over there. The screen's here, but I have to point here. This is funny because it does a backwards motion of me. And let's go to the charts. And let's take it to the charts. Right? Yeah, you might not be able to get in or out of wing the right way you want. No, this is what I showed, and I drew this on Cake, and I actually wanted to call it the leg and boot. I created a new pattern, the leg and boot pattern, and let me show you. A lot of traders aren't doing this. I guess they're not as like creative as me. I'm dumb creative, so when I see things, I make up all my own stuff. But show me my work. Show me my leg and boot pattern. Did it delete it? Damn, that sucks. I made this whole like leg and boot pattern. It was in a boot off of the leg. Look, I'll do it again. I can read that. So I basically gave this trade to everyone. I said the aggressive buy is right now at 57, right? Or you buy above this level as it breaks out. It's in a double bottom. Or you can buy here too, above this level. So, and then there's 83% gains coming out of Cake, forming another. Look at the last time it had a double bottom, boomed up. Here it's in a larger double bottom, about to boom up as well. So Cake looking really nice, man. I gave you your stop loss. I showed you where the aggressive buy is. I showed you where the safe buy is. I give you your take profit. I take you by the hand. Hold me by the hand. Oh no, hold my hand. Right? Hootie and the Blowfish. Hold my hand. I want to see you cry. Oh. No, so anyway, I'm still really, really bullish on this idea. Looks like it's going sideways now, and that's great. It's going to coil up. It's going to coil up like a snake that's ready to attack. And then it's going to go snatch. Boom. Cake. Yeah, we went over VChain, man. I mean, it's an amazing coin. It's doing amazing things. So look, we said buy it at the bottom of the trend line. Let's go back to the 1 minute. What has it been doing since we looked at it last? So since we looked at it last, remember it came back down from 112, bottomed here. Wow, the minute, in a bull market, the minute starts giving you so much more information. In a chop market, the minute is just crap because it's just like down, up, like you don't see much. But now when you see a real trend forming, like look at the trends, guys. Look at it. This is how you understand a coin. Like you have to like treat it like someone you want to learn and talk about. Like philosophically break down the story. There's a story in the math, right? Definitely, it's got to deal with Walmart and Louis Vuitton and BMW, right? Am I not mistaken? Where am I pulling those out? I've read articles where they had those deals. Higher highs, getting parabolic. Honestly, getting parabolic on the 1 minute. It usually not sustainable, right? That it's like a backbreaking. It's up 11% since in 10 hours. Starting to retrace. This is literally a double top, right? In my opinion. Here's bearish divergence, swing high to this swing high. That would have been your take profit for the day. What could happen now is it kind of could either go sideways. Here's the thing. It either goes sideways or it goes down. It's really, or it goes up. There's your your three scenarios, right? Sideways, down, or up. But in my opinion, it got rejected high at this level. Coming back up again for a wick. So it got sold down again. That's going to create somewhat of a double top, which could then have basically, might see VeChain back here. Using this level of support area. So I really wouldn't touch VeChain until it gets back down to 11929, honestly. But let's look at honestly, that's just on the 1 minute. Look at it on the daily. This thing is about to, let's see it. Let's see what it did. Yeah, you're right. On the daily, it already had its. So the time was a couple hours ago, really. And you want to look at the history of VeChain. How much does it move and when does it move? Well, this was its really big run up. That was a bull run. We were in a bull run in July, guys. I thought the bull run had began. Like it was making $10,000 a month, and then that's the beginning. Bull runs start when you see your account just every day, every 2 days. I was making $1,000 every couple of days. I was like, wow, like this is amazing. July was awesome. It was the greatest. It was the greatest. I was on the beach every day. I traded like 7 hours a day. I put in like from 6 a.m. to like 9 a.m. or 5 a.m. to like 9 or 10 a.m. I'd set up my stuff. I'd go to the beach with my family or my daughter. I'd spend the day with her. I'd come home from the beach, take a shower. I'd be checking my trades here and there throughout the day. Sometimes I'd be on Binance making a sell if I had to, if I saw a pump. I had my alerts going. And it was just like, dude, me and Muser were making a freaking killing. I think Muser was just starting to get like his feet wet. I think that bull market helped him because without the bull market, he may not have wanted to take so many trades. But when you're getting in and you're making all your trades are starting to rock and roll, it's easy to get bit, right? By the bite. Now I see something in XRP right now on the daily. If I take away all this crap, I mean XRP is so bullish right now. Look at it. Look at it. It's in a bilateral triangle, which is a 50-50 ball, and it's breaking out. There it is, man. I can go macro for you guys and just say, hey, XRP, man, going to 32 cents. Ren was doing it for me. It was so fun to swing July and August, right? Isn't it great when you just can get in and out of a coin? Like all their trades are working well and like things are just rocking out. Waves. Making waves. It's now breaking out. So look at waves, dude. In the last 5 minutes, now it's starting to flag, man. So this is going to become my premier trade of the day. Like this is, honestly, remember last week, the guy for waves was saying, we're going for DeFi. Look, this is why I got into waves too. I'm not going to say I don't use news to pump, right? Oh, that's funny. Look at Brave New World, the Brave. Oh, damn it. Maybe if I go back. Oh, there was a weird cartoon. It was like a llama, right? Sir Gordon Gecko. Who's this guy? That's it. Whatever. We won't waste our time. If we go to waves.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Whoever's fucking around, I keep getting I don't know, whatever. Somebody, something, I don't know. Anyway.
What's this guy doing, man? Anyway, that dude, who is that dude? You know that dude? You know who that guy is? I open a window. You guys know who he is. This is the crypto community. You guys are nuts. You're fucking fruitcakes. I love it, man. I love it. Anyway, Waves is already available on Uniswap protocol. Look at that, dude. 17 minutes ago. So that's why we're getting pumped, man. Like, look at this. Waves on Uniswap, right? Berlin listed on Defo. Neutrino BRLN tied to Brazilian Real, now available for swaps and staking on Defo, Waves Exchange Defo, as well as for trading on the Waves Exchange. So Waves protocol offers a range of client libraries for building apps and open. So look at 4 hours. Look at the news coming out. So Waves is just popping, and I'm telling you, there was a tweet out like last week, and he said we're coming. Waves is his crypto differ. Look at Waves at the top. It's been given the top 15 projects by Galaxy Score, has the highest score. The highest score by Mike Novogratz and his team. So, yeah, maybe I end up holding Waves a lot longer than I thought. I'm up $80 now. Wow. Waves, dude. Doing its thing, man. Turned into a great trade. And I got in at the perfect time on a wick. That's an expert buy. And now it's flagging on the 1 minute and doing damage. The daily looks like it could have multiple hills with all this news. I'm going to take the visible range off because it's annoying the God bejesus out of me. I already gave you guys this trade, so I don't need this stuff anymore. But look at this, guys. Breaking out of the falling wedge. So beautifully, in a way. And there you can see the swing low, right? There's the bullish divergence because these swing up. If I zoom in here, does it swing up? Yes, it does. Sometimes that much matters between why I'm getting into a trade. I need to make sure there's divergence there. And there it is. That's a swing up. So I zoom in to my oscillators. Please, guys, take your time. Take your time. Isn't that crazy to think when XRP's over $1, what are we going to think, dude? Because at that point, we're all going to have over like 50 to 100K in XRP. And we're going to be like, what do we do now? Like, you're going to be worth, damn. I think there could be some millionaires. Crypto life are millionaires, man. I'm guaranteed to be a millionaire at this point. Guaranteed. As long as I don't freaking die. I was talking to my friend the other day. We sat there. It was last summer. We sat on a beach. And we thought by that time, next summer, it was summer of 2019. And we sat, me and the muser. We sat there. I'm closing my eyes because I'm on the beach right now. He's right next to me. And we sat there and we were like, and we took a deep breath. And we were like, dude, we figured it out already. Like, we figured it out. Like, we don't have to second guess ourselves anymore. Like, we got ourselves to where we needed to be. All we need to do now is just take a deep breath and enjoy life. You know? Like, honestly, I could go get a job at, like, an ice cream parlor and just make enough to pay my bills. And I probably could not even make this channel, and I don't even have to trade anymore. I probably have enough XRP, Bitcoin, that I'm going to be good, man. I'm going to be good. And, you know, but we don't, you know, we're all humans. We're fighting through the elements. But, like, together, we were there, and we looked at each other, and we're like, dude, all we have to do is stay alive. Like, that's all we have to do is stay alive. And we'll be able to spend this crypto million, you know? So Waves, little top action. You see bearish divergence. See how it plays out? Look, swing high to swing high. but swing low to swing low. Now, that doesn't always tell me it's over, but that does tell me something about the move, right? We may flag here and then begin another upwards move up. It wouldn't be bad if waves came down to 319. Very possible. But look, we have the 21-day moving average. Usually bounces off that in a bull run. So here it fell through it, but came back. This is one of the nastiest. But to me, I feel like this was pumped and dumped. They used this to pump and dump. It's going to hit the 21-day moving average, come back up. And actually, we could say that's an SR flip. SR flips happen like that in 20 minutes on the 1 minute. So it got rejected, came up, kind of got rejected, broke through. Now it's going to use that as support, especially with the 21-day moving average coming there at the same line. That's insane, actually. Sushi swap subliminal message. The crypto industry conspired with the sushi industry. Now sushi industry pumping. It's possible, man. Is the sushi industry pumping right now? It probably is. Now, I have to get some stellar lumens before it goes to $9 because I sold it at $9 like 2 years ago. And damn near it wants more. So I need Bitcoin to go to 13.8 for all my USDT pairs to get boomed up. And then we'll have a great day. I can get in and out of liquidity. This link, I'm never selling this link for a long time. This is going to be a very long-term hold, this link. This $500 in link, it's not going anywhere. It's already up 10%. Look at that. Ciao bella, right? Get your tuna socks. Wow. Anyway, yeah, Waves is hot right now. No, Link is going to go to definitely $500 to $1,000. Easy, bro. Easy. Because look, Dash, I can explain this to you guys. Do you want me to do a deep dive? And then I'm out of here. When I have to pee, that's when I know I have to go. I've been here for 3 hours. I haven't taken a piss. I haven't moved from the chair except for when that whole thing exploded and I thought my life was over. Jesus Christ. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Sorry to use the Lord's name in vain. Monero, dude, continuing its tear. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. People want more Monero than they can handle. They want to eat it up alive, man. Eat it up alive. I'm holding my Moneros. You know what I did, though? I did something crazy with my Moneros. I got them, and then you have to download. What I did is instead of getting like a quick wallet, I got like the main Monero wallet. And then to do that, you have to download all of Monero's history. So then I had to sit there and download the history, which took like days. So I had to leave my computer on and a hard drive plugged up so I could get the entire Monero book like downloaded, right? And once it was loaded, it was like 30 gigs or something freaking crazy, right? Then once it's loaded, I had to like go into the mailer daemon and reconnect it into the wallet. Yo, I spent hours, like I'm actually now like a Monero like engineer when it comes to like how to link your wallet and like, but now just to get my 12 Moneros was like a process like 6 months ago. And now I'm worried, like I have to plug it in. No, I'm using it on my ledger. It's like a link to the ledger though. So I have to plug in the ledger, link Monero, open the Monero wallet, which uses the key to the ledger. If the wire messes up or if one thing isn't opened at the same time, they don't look at each other. I can't find it. I'm unplugging it. I'm plugging it back in. Then I got the ledger open. But then I got a password that I need on my Trezor app. So then I have to throw up my Trezor app. I have to copy that password. Yo, it's... By the time I'm done, like I'm sitting there with like 2 freaking hard wires on me. I'm downloading freaking 30 gigs worth of Monero's history. Like it was insanity. I wish I just used the quick smart wallet. So if anyone knows a better wallet, I want to get my Monero off that wallet at one point. It's going to take me like 2 hours one day. I'm going to have to sit down and just get that Monero out of there. And it's going to be a pain, dude. Coinomy. Okay. I'll use Coinomy. But I don't think Monero is doing a pullback anytime soon, man. So look, is there a Monero XMR? Yeah. And I don't know how this works, but I just hit the button twice, the heart button twice, and then it will come back down here. Why is it making OMG? I've never seen it do that. That was weird. But there's my XMR, right? TRX up, they're pushing right now. Link, they're pushing. Link up would have been a nice buy last night, honestly. These up tokens look like they're going to be great. They're going to be fun to play. When the bull market starts to run, they're going to be really fun to play. So I want to see how much liquidity I have. I think I've got like 8K locked in Tether right now, waiting. Just waiting. Always have some Tether waiting, man. Don't be overexposed. You know, don't give back your gains by overexposing yourself. Okay? Learn from me. Damn, 4K only left. So I dispersed a lot out today. So I could take the remaining 800. I'm okay with that. I'll leave 4K in the Tilly. 4K in the Tilly. Yeah, see how MXR came into the bottom there? It's weird. Now it's not loading all the tokens. You seen that? Whatever, man. Look, this is a bounce off. It's going to start, and you're going to see XMR back to 129. Easy. It clips 130, it's going to 150, and then it's off to the races. So I'll give him the bid. I'm going to give him 830 of it. 830 on that bid. 120, 118. I'm going to set my profit, 800. I could lose 150 bucks. 15%, 10 is 80, right? 20 is 160. So I go to like 18%, and that still holds my threshold. I'm going to hold this for a long time. I'm going to slip that to a limit, slip it to a limit. I'll put 100% on this because I don't plan on getting rid of it too early. 127, 830, we're going to create that trade on Monero. Yeah, you're heavy in meme, dude. I think you're going to do fine there, but let's check. Let's see where it is. I believe I've added it before, actually. Should be here. Oh, photographic memory. I've seen meme before, but maybe not on this list. Okay, meme. Where are you at with it? On Bittrex? I see it on Bittrex. Are you on Poloniex? At $1,000. Oof. Oof. That's horrible to hear. Again, no liquidity. Ooh, this thing. This might be a rug pull, man. Look at that. You made me having my worst days, man. This is why I trade, Mike. I don't buy things that I think are going to go up or down. I just have to trade it, you know? Because this would have happened to me, man. Just like you. Like, jeez. I mean, you didn't buy the whole one, but you bought when you thought it was coming down. And now it's in the dumps, dude. Hey, the only good thing I see is, look, on the 2 hour, you see bearish, bullish divergence. RSI is swinging up while the price is swinging down there. And then we boomed up, man. Now they're back in conjunction. This could be the bottom. It could be the bottom, though. 319 looks like the bottom. It's the previous, it's hitting the same resistance area. Right here, we came down, boomed up. Now we're bouncing. You can see the 1, 2, 3 hits on it. I don't like this at all. Ugly coin, man. Look at no liquidity. Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I might just sell this, dude. You might want to cut your losses, dude. Honestly, I'm just. Link was great at first. I had 41 of them. It went to 4K from 60 in 1 month. I mean, meme. Oh, so you already made a killing then? You already made a killing, dude. Wait, hold up. Hold up. You said you had 41 of these things. And it went from 4K. It went to 4K from $60? You kidding me? So we could just, that's 38. I mean, do we really need to do the last little 940? 38940, right? Oh, 3940 times 41, dude. You really made 161 grand off meme? Are you kidding me? Do you not want to disclose that? Like, Jesus. Did you not sell? Oh, okay. You sold way before 4K. Oh my God. I was about to be like, damn, yo. 161,000. Oh no, you made 400%. I actually saw your trade. You made $800. See, I have a photographic memory. A while, like 4 days ago, you posted the trade, and you showed you made like 400%. I think you sold like around 800. I think you made $800, right? Tell me if I'm right, because I swear I have this picture in my mind of you posting something about a trade you made. You said it was the best trade of the year. You made like 400%. I think you made $800. Something like that. I'm telling you, I have photographic memory. I see things one time, I can kind of recall it back into my subconscious. Not perfectly, obviously, but I remember you actually bringing this up. I went through your channel one day and I saw you post that. Yeah, link is on the way. So VeChain, now this guy is a like, he posts very simple stuff. Who knew? But dude, every time he gives me a trade, it's like rocket, right on. You know, he looks things really simply. But he's like VeChain. This is how he charts, like VeChain. So simple to him. And he's pretty right though a lot of times. Look at this. Ethereum versus Bitcoin daily transaction volume. Ethereum just killing it. But that's why Bitcoin's not supposed to be in that range, you know? So Adam said, we just want to say thank you for your help with the charts in the chats. Recognition very much deserved. Follow Sol USDT. Anyway, thanks and all the best. Dude, that's like every day I get someone doing this, man. It means the world to me. Like, I get emotional. You see me get a little emotional because it's like, dude, I really wish I had the crypto lifer when I was trying to figure out life, you know? All right, guys. I don't know how much more I could give. I have to pee now. It's been a long day. But I think we're doing good, man. Monero. Ooh, LRC just flipped on us, dude. It's a shame. So everything looks 68. We were up 80. So we just got a slight pullback. We'll see what's going on. Link holding strong, though. About to go to 12 and more. Link might just kind of be in its own zone, man. In its own zone. Went over mean, we went over it all. Let's check the news on Bitcoin. DeFi becomes the most bullish crypto industry development. Eclipses Bitcoin halving. CBDC development survey. Interesting. Why does it say CBD development survey? DeFi growth 39%, dude. Like nothing has grown like DeFi. Let's go, man, for that fat bag. I hope it's fatter than mine. No, I got a good old bag of Link. Let it rock out. That Waves trade going well, man. We're at break even. I love when it trades at break even and we can let it rock. BNB doing well. Yeah, LRC, man, do your thing for me, LRC. I don't want to have to cut you off for $100. I don't mind. It won't be the worst thing, but there's the trade I gave on Waves, man. And I did see bearish divergence. What I said it may play out, but looks like it didn't. DeFi becomes the most bullish crypto in industry development. Wow. I like Bitcoin even more now than in March, says Paul Tudor Jones. Dude, people are going hard, man. And March was when it was at 3,100, right? Paul Tudor Jones said he finds Bitcoin more appealing than when he first announced his investment in it. The hedge fund manager says Bitcoin represents a strong defense against inflation compared with other safe haven assets. When asked if he considered selling after Wednesday's price bump, he confirmed he had not. Not even close, dude. Right? Like, come on, man. Like, we know where this is going.
Last time we talked to you, I don't know if it was the last time we talked to you, but back in May,
so CNBC, man,
told us that you were buying about 2% or putting about 2% of your assets into Bitcoin, which has been on a wild ride upward, especially even in the past 48 hours as PayPal has announced that it's going to allow Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies onto its platform. what do you do? Are you selling any right now? Are you
Oh, this guy's
buying
dumb.
even
These guys
more?
are so
What's the
stupid.
thought?
Are you
Well,
selling?
Bitcoin.
Do you know why we're buying it? Or
Remember,
are you
the
just an
reason
idiot?
that I
These people are
liked
idiots.
Bitcoin and wrote about it to my investors was because back in March and April, it became really apparent, given the monetary policy that was being pursued by the Fed, the incredible quantitative easing that they were doing, and other central banks were doing, that we were in an unprecedented time.
Here's the issue. We're going to finish this. Most people think you have to be a brainiac to understand Bitcoin. Like my sister would be like, oh, my brother's so smart. He's just a genius. He's into the coins. And it's just not something we understand. But it's like, I'm not going off of a complex theory here. Like open the paper. Government prints money. Bitcoin has a fixed asset. Like my friends don't get it. My friend's a millionaire. He's worth 50 million. I keep telling him every day, buy 10%, put 5 million into Bitcoin. Like make a big move in it, dude. Like, come on, dude. And he's like, he thinks I'm out of my mind. I don't get it. To me, it's a macro concept. You do not even have to be intelligent. An 8-year-old could explain to you why you should buy Bitcoin. An 8-year-old.
And that, given the fact that we were going to try to monetize many of the negative issues that COVID brought, that one had to begin to think about how you defend yourself against inflation with M2 now growing at a 25% annual rate. So, which we haven't seen in 80 years, by the way. The last time we saw that inflation was 3, 4, 5%. The reason I recommended Bitcoin is because it was one of a menu of inflation trades, like gold, like tips break evens, like copper, like GSCI, like being long the yield curve. And I came to the conclusion that Bitcoin was going to be the best of the inflation trades, the defensive trades that you would take, because when you looked at the overall market caps of all the rest of them and you looked at all the characteristics, Bitcoin had the advantage of had a very small coterie of people who were investing in it. It was portable, it was liquid, had a variety of characteristics.
Does my 7-year-old have to draw you a picture?
The one thing it didn't have is it didn't have integrity and long-term staying power, which every day that goes by, of course, it gains on that. It gains on credibility and integrity. But what I didn't appreciate, and now I know what it must feel like to be a tech investor. Remember, I don't really trade individual stocks. I'm just a macro trader. But Bitcoin has a lot of the characteristics of being an early investor in a tech company. And I didn't realize it until after, unfortunately, I came on your show and got besieged by God knows how many different people on Bitcoin. And again, I've got small single-digit investment in Bitcoin. That's it. I'm not a Bitcoin flag bearer. But what I learned was, and what I was so surprised by, is that Bitcoin has this enormous contingent of really, really smart and sophisticated people who believe in it. And now when I think of the menu of the inflation hedges, the thing that Bitcoin has, again, it's like investing with Steve Jobs and Apple or investing in Google early. You've got this group that's, by the way, crowdsourced all over the world that are dedicated to seeing Bitcoin succeed in it becoming a commonplace store of value and transactional to boot at a very basic level. And so I've never had an inflation hedge where you have a kicker that you also have great intellectual capital behind it. So that makes me even more constructive on it. If you think about it, if you're long 230s, right, you're effectively short the bond market. That's your inflation hedge. You're really betting on the fallacy of mankind rather than its ingenuity and entrepreneurialism. So I like Bitcoin even more now than I did then.
So there's the story. Morning glory, guys. Right? I'm just talking to my friend. I said, my story is going to be more apparent to you all. The sad thing is, you will listen when it's finally on CNBC, but your best friend was telling you since 2017. Like, I've been trying to tell my friends that they need to be in on... all my friends want to show is like Dave Portnoy talking about... I just feel bad, man. They're lost in the sauce, man.
Last time we talked to you, I don't know if it was the last time we...
Hype train continues, man. It's not over, guys. It's not over. And look at this. This is Bitcoin about to go to... It's at 3,000, right? It's at 13K right now. Like 12,999. I mean, I needed to pump, man. I needed to pump my USDT pairs, man. And start moving. OMG, dude, just came up 3% fast. Like, really fast. When you're up that $14 on 530, like, that's crazy. Yeah, man. Oh, he's going to go hard when he realizes what goes on. When he puts, like, a little bit of money and he realizes it's... Because lately he's saying, oh, it's not as good as the stock market. But eventually he'll get to a point where he's like, oh, no. This is way better than the stock market. All right, guys, we hit some news. I feel like I gave you some trades. I gave you my life, basically, in a nutshell. I'm out of here, guys. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Keep pushing for whatever you love and dream. Don't give up on yourselves. If you're doing multiple projects at once, just organize yourself and do a little bit of one each day. You know, that's all I can say. I love you guys, man. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. Cherish your family. Cherish your friends. Hit the like button. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. And remember, if you came to my channel, you're already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Love you guys. Love you all.